neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST, Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream. Now, one very exciting announcement that we have this week is that on March 9th, we will actually be doing another Q&A instead of our normally scheduled episodes. So, we will be here talking with you guys, get your questions ready, and we will even have a special guest of Tyla doing our moderation for it. So she'll be getting the questions and everything like that. It'll be a really fun and exciting night. That is in 2 weeks, I believe. So yes, keep your eyes peeled for that. We are super excited. But other than that, that's pretty much all the announcements we have for the regular world. So let's get ourselves back into Anna. Last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they had finished up their morning in the Fish and Farmers Market and went down to Town Hall, where they found Ipe and summoned Edward with a rather large display of his face. They had a talk with the town master and assistant town master, which did not go well at all. And they got mired in some local politics while trying to help, and soon the tension got the best of everyone and plans were made. They broke into and examined the town master's house, where they discovered that some people are unfortunately just jerks and not always evil. And after a few pranks and a letter left, they got on the road and settled down for a long rest. So, everyone, what would you like to do next?
Question.
Yes.
This is just utterly bookkeeping.
Yes.
Last week you said it is the 14th of UKIS. Was that before midnight or after midnight?
Before midnight.
When we wake up, it'll be the
yes.
15th. Okay.
Yes, and you will be just outside of the Ankir ruins, the ruins of the giant town. Which, if you look at the map that I did actually put some things on there.
You did it.
Woo!
Many towns all over the
little mini towns that we've seen. So you can actually, if you zoom in enough, you can see the ruins, which are right next to Port Cove. I do also have an even more updated version that I haven't uploaded yet that has the names on it if we want that as well. But
sweet.
Yes.
Nice. It's so pretty.
It's very pretty.
Yes.
Perfect. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. And I have all the.
Have we woken up yet?
Yes, I believe we got to the end of all of the watches and everything. At the end of last session. Yes, we did, because I erased the last one.
Perfect.
One other small point of order. UKIS is the analog to which month?
March, I believe.
March.
Yes, approximately March.
Good to know.
Well, I will begin my morning ritual, and I will use Mold Earth to make my circle in the ground, and then you guys can do whatever.
I will cut my hair and ask and turn to Aym'Bryn. Did you want to braid it?
Oh, I'll wait if you don't mind.
You don't? Yes, if you like.
All right, I'll do that.
Sails will yawn and cast a quick Druid craft to see what the weather will be like.
She licking a stone again?
Always looking at stone. As long as it's not your glasses, we're okay, right?
Yeah. Please don't lick my
They
glasses.
would be very shiny.
They are already quite shiny, thank you.
We have a thunderstorm.
Let's see.
Checking
Saucy
the weather,
sails.
controlling the
I
weather.
guess just like everything else.
You see a couple of clouds in the sky. Couple of clouds.
Smells like clouds?
Yes.
Fen, at the tail end of, just as a retcon, at the tail end of his and Alan's watch, will finally take out the braid that his apparently, I keep forgetting to mention to take out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's probably getting pretty nappy by now.
I would imagine, yeah.
It's almost...
I feel like it'd be easier just to cut it off and use mending.
Start all over.
I don't know if that works, actually.
Wouldn't you
I
have
also
to
don't...
cast
we can try.
Mending each individual time?
I think so, because it is one break or tear in
Oh,
the
no.
material. I also
Behold,
I do not have it stocked today. I also believe it is unliving material, not...
Well, technically,
Not
I don't
taking
think
the
hair
chance.
is living after after this
There's
protocol.
A lot
Anyway,
of things that I need to work on and see if I can do that. Would anybody like some seafood for breakfast? And I take out the big ass
that'd be-
thing of
Oh
seafood.
boy.
that would be great.
Always.
actually.
So we only have 2 days worth of rations for everybody out of this. So we'll mark
2
off
days we
one
did
day.
not have before.
As we are going, I will go up to Aym'Bryn, and I will pull out the small silver statue and the bone dice, and I will say, Aym'Bryn, we acquired these in the cave. I do not have an appraiser's eye. I was wondering if you had any kind of experience with that kind of thing, and maybe would be able to figure out how much these are worth.
What does this statue look like? That's a question for the keeper.
Yeah, it's just a little silver statue. I don't think I had anything specific chosen for it, so let's.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, and a portrait, actually, a little painting as well.
Yes.
I mean, I will do my best. For me, usually the value of things is more of what other people do. I mean, I guess that technically monetary value is always what people feel things are worth, but I meant in it a little bit more of a sentimental sense.
I see.
But I can certainly give it a try.
Let me think of what this would be. It's a bit
I
of a-
assure you it's nothing that I'm any good at, but I'll do my best. But I guess my first instinct would be to see if the statue looked like something somebody would be looking for.
Yeah, I will give you the option of a perception check or a
My favorite.
history check.
Also fantastic.
Can I offer help?
Yes,
on
you can.
the history check, I'm guessing, is what you're going for because your perception isn't great.
No, I think they're equally bad.
Oh, are they?
I think
Oh
so.
no.
I'm technically proficient in
Oh.
perception.
I don't know.
19.
19.
Oh, yeah.
So you would approximate that both of these things, that each of these things is worth about 25 gold pieces each.
Okay.
So not like super great, but pretty decent.
They're nice.
Decent.
Do they look like anyone might be missing them?
They don't necessarily look like someone might be missing them as far as you know. But they look to be fairly nice. There's always the option that like they were taken, but you haven't heard of anything necessarily that would equate them to some sort of theft or something. You
Sure, of
mostly
course.
just
Just, Silas is calling upon my expertise, and
that's fair.
that's my expertise.
Yeah.
Yes, so roughly that,
Wonderful.
depending on who you sell them to. Depending on how well you talk them up.
I'm not very good at that, actually.
Depending on how well Glib talks them up.
Yes, let's do that. And I'll put them back in the bag holding.
Like turns around with like half a lobster.
Silas, while I have you,
Yes.
I was thinking to do this a little bit more Sailsaba style, but since we have decided that we're celebrating your birthday, and I'll hand him the little raven figurine that I picked up in the market.
Thank
Was
you.
originally meant as a thank you for the other day, but happy birthday.
Wait, are we celebrating Silas' birthday?
Well,
We were
I
celebrating
had-
everyone's birthday
Yes.
today.
So it's kind of catching up.
I think I was
making up a
asleep
lost
during
name.
that talk,
You
right?
were asleep, yes.
So, what?
Yeah, we're just gonna catch up, so everybody has one, and then we'll just figure it out from there.
I looked Aym'Bryn in the eye and said, "Thank you."
Of course. Thank you.
I'm
And I
fine.
will
I'm fine. I'm not crying.
just-
I'm fine.
hold it for a little while.
Much like a pearl.
I'll clutch my raven, and I'll clutch my raven.
And then you pull out the pearl, and then you clutch the pearl,
And I
then
clutch
you're
my
clutching
pearl.
both.
Yeah.
He's got two
A
hands.
lot of clutching going around.
And then after that, you can store it in your clutch.
You get Silas a clutch. Okay,
But then he
good
can
to
clutch
know.
his clutch.
And we're back.
And
Are we?
All right.
I would like to say, like, throughout breakfast, I do just kind of want to keep an eye on Aym'Bryn after our talk from the night before, just to see how he is doing.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I'm sure you'll maybe, if you're keeping an eye on me, you'll notice me keeping an eye on you and Sails periodically.
Love
Tracking just a little bit. Not the way that Sails tracks people, but just kind of yes. And Sails, as always, at breakfast I'll be sitting as close to you as humanly possible. Elfishly possible.
Hey, does anybody need help opening up some shells? I've made my weapon into a little hammer.
Oh, that would be lovely, actually. I don't think I have... I was sort of thinking of taking out the quarterstaff, but I don't think that's going to be very practical. I don't have any bludgeoning weapons.
It's too bad Sails can't wild shape into...
An otter.
An otter?
Oh no, I was thinking anything that can fly. She could be an otter right now, but I was thinking you could fly them up and drop them. Like
Nothing with a swimming speed either.
No, yeah, not yet.
It's really
not yet.
restrictive.
Oh,
It's eventually...
land
you
otter.
get
Oh, land otter.
That's just a
but
dog.
anyway, yes.
Yeah, it's just a dog.
I will take my lobster over to Glib to help me crack that open.
All right, here we go. It's a lot of buildup, but he's not that strong.
Yeah.
it's like your cannonball.
As we're going through the day, I'll just apply mage armor to myself. Just
Oh yeah, I should probably
Just in
do that,
case.
shouldn't I? Since we are traveling on the road.
Roughly
time
how
when
far
Glib-
from... Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say at the time when Glib said that Sails was probably like
terrifying.
Perfect.
just like fangs and just like,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
How far are we from Sagadel?
It took you 7
3
days.
Or,
Yeah. Okay,
It-
so yeah.
Was it 7 days?
7
I
days
think
to Liasidwin, right? But
To
how
Liasidwin,
far?
yeah.
Yeah, 7 days
Sagadel?
to liaison.
Yes,
to liaison
it was
with
about,
itself.
and Sagdel was only 1 day outside of
A day out.
Laesidwin.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it would be 6 days to Sagdel,
Okay.
at least
are
as far
in-
as you know.
We are in quite... Sorry, we are in quite a hurry to get to Beasidwin and then Obervaren, is that correct?
That was my understanding, yeah.
Alright.
the
Alright.
trail is hot.
Sails, what?
The trail is hot. It will not always be.
Alright, that is fine.
Indeed.
That's
very true.
fair.
Um,
Well, I have a
Was-
feeling those ruins aren't really going anywhere.
Probably
true.
not, but
That is true.
who's to say?
but Obervaren,
It's just a tap.
the attack on Obervaren might be a little bit more.
I think anytime you're
Expedient.
relying on people's memories, it's better to get
course.
there quickly.
Right.
Indeed.
Yes.
Especially when dealing with people's memories.
Very true.
So,
Well,
Do we need to make the customary checks for travel
Duh.
today?
yeah, if you want to make me persuasion. No.
Persuasion,
what?
I can do that.
Perception.
Persuade nature to open up to
Yeah. It just
I mean-
talks the vines out of the way.
that is what druids do.
Or like Fearbog, yeah.
Perception and survival. Although the survival checks you probably don't necessarily need to make anymore because you have already taken this path, so you know it a little better. So
I'll
sorry.
assist somebody with perception.
Morgie's doing it too.
That's
Yeah.
24.
24. Very nice. Okay.
Hey, I saw that on
I'm
our
sorry, I just assumed.
on our internet. On our internet app.
Oh yeah, that's because I forgot to get my dice again tonight.
You
Oh, no!
So
Oh,
we're doing that digital dice.
Hey.
I saw that.
Hey.
I have a game log now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I forgot the
24,
name.
nice.
Little red thing in there. Yeah.
Not bad.
But yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me double
I'm a
check.
little disappointed too, Chris. I feel like you rolled like a 6 or a 7 on that.
Yeah. So, for the first part of your day, everything goes fairly smoothly as you walk through the woods. And then at some point, Alin, you start to hear. And the thrashing around of leaves and things of that nature. And they seem to be directly in the path that you are taking.
No.
Does this sound familiar to, like, similar to one of the previous sounds that we've heard on this trail?
Not necessarily on this trail, but you have heard this noise before. If you'd like to roll me a nature check to see if you can identify where you've heard it.
Would I recognize it too?
That's very possible. You can roll me a nature check to see if you recognize where you've heard
Can
it.
I roll a nature?
Yes, you can. You can roll a nature check.
Oh, no.
That's an
Oh,
11 for me.
Not
11?
nature check.
Yeah.
That is a not much better, but a 14.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
got
Alin,
a
what did you get?
18.
10.
10?
We've got an 18.
So you three, you know you've heard this before. It's really irking you too, because you know you've heard this before. Specifically, you three know that you've heard this before. Glib, you go, oh, that's a displacer beast.
Ah!
Can I, as we hear that,
We
can I
avoided that
have
last time.
Moogie
You did.
fly like 50 feet past the displacer beast where the sound is coming from, and then have her use her mimicry ability and have her make that same sound back. So they would have to make a DC 10 insight check to tell that it is not a displacer beast.
Got it.
Can Moogie sound like us and try to get them to
Yeah.
talk?
She could. She can
I guess
mimic.
the real question is, can Moogie sound like a blink dog?
And I'm sorry,
Probably.
this was a what check?
This is a DC 10 Wisdom Insight check.
For a minute, the sounds seem like you think it almost worked.
Okay.
And then there's a very large roar.
Oh, no.
I bammed
And they
Moogie out of there.
Yeah, and they do not seem to have moved too far. In fact, they sound a little bit more interested in the area around them.
Important question, guys. Do we still have any of that pork?
I assume so.
Yeah,
Either that
I
or seafood.
suppose.
I don't think we threw it out. I think we decided we shouldn't eat any more of it.
Well,
But I don't actually remember getting rid of it.
Wait, we
I
decided we
was-
shouldn't eat any more of that?
Oh.
I never put it into the bag of holding, but I can if we want to move it there. But I don't have
Okay.
any.
Yeah, then it definitely was still in my bag, which means we never chilled it, which means we should definitely not. Great. I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the hunks of pork that I have and say, we could just try to feed it and keep on our way.
Why don't we leave it here and then walk around, take the long way around?
Yes, that would
I like Alan's idea of just throwing meat at them. I think that's going to be fun.
From our knowledge of this area, how bad of an idea would we be able to think that leaving the path is?
Considering there's not a particularly strong path anyway, it's
Okay.
more of just a
Kind
like
of okay.
Trekking through
Yeah.
the forest, yeah, at this point.
yeah, it's mostly trekking
Okay.
through the forest, but there's like some sort of concept that it's easier than some of the other places. It's not necessarily the scariest thing. However, how quiet are you guys being while having this conversation?
I think we're trying
As
to be quiet.
quiet as we
I can
can.
imagine.
Fantastic. I would like everyone to roll me stealth checks, please.
That sounds
Okie
right.
dokie.
Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. I don't think I did much better.
I doubt that.
I got a 14.
16.
15 for me.
13.
5.
Natural
Fine.
God, I'd
one.
roll it.
Oh,
actually,
no.
Oh,
They growl and Sails just growls back.
Yeah, Sail's just not having this.
I feel better about my roll then.
You should.
Um,
You definitely should.
Sales, you have a 21 passive perception, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. So the reason that you rolled that natural 1 is because all of a sudden you hear 2 sounds coming towards you.
Oh,
Aye.
that's just
But there are,
rude.
oh, I was going to say, but there are
Oh,
3 of them.
Let's do it.
Right.
Well then, all right. This
We're
is
in
happening
this.
now.
It's done.
where where would we begin?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys would be roundabout down here,
Alrighty.
and they are kind of coming at you from the trees.
Oakley dokley.
What
from in
is
front of
the
you.
range on the spell that I'm thinking about?
I would like
Good to know.
everyone to roll me initiative
A
checks,
performance
please.
Coming
check
in
so
hot.
that we can just charm them and
Performance check. I like that plan. I like that one. Can we do that instead?
right.
So, in front of you, you see two displacers. Two
nice.
displacer beasts coming at you from the trees.
That's just
Um,
not nice.
Oh, that's just rude of them.
I know, it's really very
Do they
rude.
look a bit like they like to talk? Does it look like there's a diplomatic option?
You don't get the feeling that these particular displacer beasts have a lot of interest in talking.
They are neither of them wearing a collar, or they don't look like perhaps they might be microchipped.
Nothing that like
wearing
a collar.
collar-
Yeah.
In
I
fact,
found.
a
Please
badge
repeat.
says
If
bow wow
I
on
look
it.
around the forest around us, is there if this beast is found, please return to.
If you had to guess, you would assume that they were hungry.
Well, yes, but are they missing? Did we see any on the telephone poles in Port Cove? Were there any missing displacer beasts?
People
Side?
with wagons are like,
Grass.
No.
my displacer beast saved me, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately not. There were no signs that these displacer beasts might be anything like domesticated. You get the feeling that they look at humanoids and go, "Ooh, dinner."
Food. Dinner.
Can't blame a party for trying.
No, I really
We just want to
can't.
make sure that
I'm
we've
thoroughly-
exhausted all diplomatic options.
Yes, of course. No, but yeah, Aym'Bryn, what would you like to do as the first?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hop over here, I suppose. I'll hop over here, and I'm gonna try to secret myself beside this tree. Not very successfully. That's an 11 to hide, and then I will just fire my bow, I suppose.
Okay,
15 to hit.
15.
Yes.
That hits.
Oh, fabulous. I don't think I get anything special though at the moment.
Which one are you aiming at? The red one or the purple one?
The purple one,
Yeah.
the closer one.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is there a disadvantage mechanic for displacer beasts?
Yes, you do have to roll a disadvantage.
Well, I hate that.
But because she's hidden, she
I'm
gets
not-
advantage. Because she's
Their
hidden
passive
as a
is less than
rogue-
11.
No, because she's their passive is 11, so I think.
So
you
they see
still
me
count
though
as
then.
Yeah.
Do they? Okay. Yeah.
I'm not very hidden.
Sorry.
I'm
Well, you roll to meet the challenge, right?
setting the
roller
DC.
wins, so
Yeah.
No, I'm the one hiding, so I'm setting the
that's-
DC,
yeah.
and their passive
Yeah.
meets
Yeah.
it, so they can see me.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll roll again. at
Sometimes that
disadvantage.
mechanic makes a little confusion.
No worries.
Yeah. A little bit.
Passive perception is weird.
So, how about an 8?
An 8 unfortunately does not hit them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm out in front tanking,
Why is-
as is my wont.
Oh no.
It's all right.
Not for long.
Okay.
They know.
Yeah. And the red one sees that you just tried to
Oh.
attack its friend.
No.
Gonna come up to you, big kitty in face.
Usually this is much more pleasant.
Bad kitty, not my kitty, not my kitty.
Oh, right. No. Can't you smell I belong to someone else?
And is going to. That is a. $19. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that is. You are going to take 7 points of damage.
All right.
And then. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does that.
Okay. Then you take another 7 points of damage. Oof.
Okay.
So,
But that's still two separate hits.
yes, it is 2 separate hits. All right. Oh no.
hold on.
There's
they have lots more
actually
arms than that.
it's another 3 points of damage on top of that.
Okay,
7
so
points
total
was
of,
bludgeoning, and then
17.
3 points of piercing. Yeah.
773. Yes.
Woof.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, in this
thank
case,
you.
it's meow.
And
Well
then
That's
Glib.
what I like.
it is your turn, my good sir.
So Glib's gonna like just look around and be like, God, these things are so hard to hit, and you see that he's frosting over a little bit. Like he's like starts like chilling and like getting like condensed water and
that winter court action.
In mechanical terms, he's casting Armor of Agathis upon
Hell
himself
yeah!
at second
We're all
level,
just
which
like,
means
yes.
he gets
Nice.
10 temporary hit points, and also whenever anything hits him, it takes 10 damage.
Nice.
So
Nice.
he looks
There.
down, notices that, and goes, "Oh, okay," and he just runs up to be next to the Displacer Beast. And I think if talking is a free action, he'll try to yell at the Displacer Beast to make himself look real big and scary, since he already used his action.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
No, hit me! Ah!
Oh, good,
And
because
the-
I'm pretty bloody, and I feel like I must smell like a delicious treat.
And then I believe that takes us to Fen.
Fen's gonna use Giant Smite.
He gonna get big.
Yep.
Is he going to run
Ooh.
past?
Oof. Don't
It
move
gives
him
me
out.
40 feet, so I need to
Oh,
go
amazing.
to 5,
You can move the
10,
same amount as them.
15. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. Keeper,
God damn
if
it, I love you.
I
Move
go
the trees aside.
yeah.
if I go where I'm sitting right now, does Bryn get flanking, or do I need to move one
Glib
up?
does.
Glib
I know,
does,
I know,
Bryn
I know
does
Glib
not.
does.
But I
Okay.
can shift around, though, if you...
If I
No,
move
well-
one up,
Because you are big boy, I would say yeah.
okay.
Because
Come
because
on.
you are the
Oh.
same size as them though. So
Also-
they are also
Yeah.
big.
I don't need to be across from someone, because if they're engaged... No, that's not advantage, it's sneak attack.
That's sneak
It's
attack,
sneak
but
attack, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many rules for positioning.
there are
I'm
so
sorry.
many. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Chris, if you're gonna attack before you roll, are you gonna attack?
I am.
I'm gonna give you a 10 on the first roll. So add 10 to whatever you rolled, or add 10 to whatever your modifiers are. So it negates disadvantage, negates everything. You just have a 10 plus your number.
Which would
Oh, okay.
hit. Yes.
Yeah, because I
so
think
fast
I've got
track.
like a.
Plus
Where's
6 or
my
something
action?
like that.
Yeah.
You should have
There
rolled
we go.
six.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
5. So
No, that hits. And which one are you hitting? The red one or the purple one?
I'm hitting the red one because
Yeah.
the red one just messed up a friend of mine, and I'm not terribly pleased by that.
That's fair.
So I'm also going to, at this juncture, only use the extra D6 for Giant Smite.
Okay, got it.
So that's a D8 and a D6.
Irde shouts, Fen, do me a favor, if you could just move a little bit into a clearing out, not quite so close to them. Just, I have a thought. Just do it, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Just get out of the way.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. I want him to not be very close to things. Anyway,
I feel like I'm very close to things.
that's not my point, though.
Oh, okay.
So
You're
We're
fine.
saying that
that's
proportionally you're more concerned about
15
Fen
damage.
than the two of us.
Sorry, which one?
I am saying Fen's going to need room.
How much damage?
15.
15 damage total. Very nice. That is a. Oof.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
That is a.
It's hard
that
when
is
you're
a
twice your usual
palpable
size.
hit.
Got those meat hands.
Okay. Yeah. That's a pretty nice hit. That did really good.
Quick, everyone say something really clever.
Snarky, snark.
Ah,
Fen, just give yourself room. That's all.
How much?
Just so you are. You're
nah,
going.
let him
It's
the
fine.
worst
It's
that
fine.
could
It's fine. You'll figure it out.
happen.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
I
hope.
think either way, these things will make room.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah,
One
That's
way or
true.
the other.
That's true. That's
They're
So
pretty
I'm
good at
gonna-
being displaced.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attack again with the other longsword.
And this is not at disadvantage.
Yeah.
This
Is not at disadvantage. They're displaced. If you're attacking the red one, if you're attacking purple, it would be. But red has been hit, so he is no longer displaced.
Oh.
Also, I'm here. Ah!
I don't think I made it. 14.
14 does hit.
Oh, okay.
They're just big kitties with the disadvantage buff. That's all they got.
All right.
They got some other tricks.
They do all right, Silus. They do all right.
Fine.
Aym'Bryn saying, maybe speak.
I was going to say I'm sorry about my clothes, but I'm not.
Silus immediately feels bad.
So that's going to be an extra 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I will wait to do more.
What do you mean you're gonna wait to do more?
I mean, I'm not using like my action surge or
Okay,
any of that this
got
turn.
it.
I am, however, going to follow Irde's advice because I still want to give Glib and Bryn flanking,
Yeah.
but that's the best I can do.
It's fine.
You also
I'll make it work.
probably wouldn't want to leave that particular area because,
Yeah.
Alin! I believe it is your turn, my good cleric.
Yup. All right. Immediately just,
Oh, Alin and I have the same initiative.
Oh, do you?
yeah. I think your dex is probably higher.
why? What? How did you get down there?
I don't know.
I swear I put it in order. I put it in order. So Irde, what's your dex?
+2.
It's higher than mine.
+2? Alin. Okay, so
It's higher
Irde,
than
it is
mine.
actually
It's
your
higher than
turn.
All right. I'm first going to turn to Sails. Sails, are you planning to do the thing where you turn into a thing? All right. So, thinking back to sort of what she has seen from Fen's Giant's Might and Sailsaba's Wild Shape, Irde feels something. She makes a gesture with her hands, and I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to make a twin spell and hit both Sails and Fen with Enlarge.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah.
So then you grow even bigger.
He's huge now.
And you
Literally.
add a d4 to your attacks. Add
Yeah.
another d4 to your attacks.
And Sails, you are now
Big.
also big.
I have never been enlarged before. This is amazing.
So Sails is
You
now,
are-
what, 30 feet tall?
These kitties now look reasonably sized to you. They're no longer. They're yeah.
And then there's Glib.
Mary.
Pick one up and
Teeny Glib.
And Glib is small, boy. Right now, Glib is real small.
Oh, goodness.
But yes, and Irde, that is your turn, yes?
That is my turn.
Lovely. Then,
Good turn.
Alin, it is now your
Good turn.
Cool. We're gonna step up next to Aym'Bryn first, and then just say, "You want to make it hurt more, or do you want to hurt less?"
Oh, is that a trick question?
Nope. That's exactly what it sounds like. Do you want to hurt them more, or do you want it to hurt you less?
Let's go with the first option, actually.
First option? Good. Then I'll cast Magic Weapon at second level.
Fantastic.
So you get +1 to your attack rolls and to your damage.
Nice.
I believe. I'll check that again in a second. And then I will follow through by stepping around Glib and getting on the other side of the Displacer Beast. And just, I start to try to look intimidating, and then I look up at Finn next to me. I'm like, he's got it.
30 feet
Got it
tall over
covered.
there.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not a pride thing. It's cool.
So that's your turn, yes?
And that's all in my turn, yes.
This would be Mugi's turn then.
It says Mugi's turn. Mugi is going to. Honestly, everyone has advantage already on everything. Well, no, she'll go 5, 10, 20, 25, Morty, over there, and she'll give Fen the help action to smack that cat if he wants to.
Okay,
Purple?
got it.
Purple.
Purple. Got it. So that is Moogie's turn, yes?
That's her turn.
Fantastic. The Displacer Beast is gonna move up a little, because he ain't no dumb kitty.
Attack of opportunity.
He's a little dumb, but he's not super dumb. Yeah, Moogie gets an attack of opportunity. Does Moogie even have attacks?
No. She does, but she can't. Familiars can't attack.
Yeah.
Unless you're a warlock.
Which would actually...
Next time, Glib.
Yeah, when Glib was a Pact of the Chain gulag.
Does a 17 hit you, Fen?
It just meets.
Okay. Fantastic. Then you are going to get 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 4 points of piercing damage. And then and then a 20 also hits, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. You get 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of piercing damage.
Well, that didn't feel good.
Nope.
Oof.
Right?
It's just like clawing his shin.
You watch it as what happens is these displacer beasts have these strange tail-like tentacles that kind of fly in different locations as they kind of and flash different locations. You can't really get a good bead on them. And their tentacles kind of flick out at you and seem to pierce and scratch as they attack.
So they're tentacles, not tails.
They're tentacles.
Yep.
I hate that.
They're
Yep.
creepy, man.
And they got little, like, claws on the ends
Yeah,
of the
the
tentacles.
little-
Yeah, little suction cups.
Delicious.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awful, actually. So, Sails, it is now your turn.
All right, couple questions. So,
Uh-huh.
it does say that enlarge adds the bonus to my weapons if I
That does
wild-
include. It does include your natural weapons. Yes.
Perfect. Also, second point, can I move around this tree?
Yeah, you
Or
can,
do I have to go around? Because it's
I'll
fine
let
either
you.
way.
I'll let you kind of go through it because this map isn't a perfect representation. I have a little bit more space available because of, seeing would be nice. So there are probably
And
more
if you
trees
do
in the
shape,
way.
if you do wild shape into a large creature,
You'd be huge.
you'll also be.
Well,
That was,
darling.
after both you and Fed,
that.
those trees aren't going to be the same, so...
It is my joy to think of just this serene forest, and then all of a sudden 2 kaiju monsters just sprout out of frickin' nowhere. Absolutely, mwah, so good.
All I've wanted
D&D,
since I took
best
this
game
spell.
ever.
This will be a large beast. So Sails,
Please don't make it a
ginormous,
spider.
It'll be a real big spider.
yes, will part these 2 trees, just making her way through. And as she does, will look down at friend Bryn and will say, "You are all right. You have pack support."
Oh, yes. Quite a bit.
Okay. And then Sails will into a dire wolf,
Oh.
which
It's a
is
big
a
dog.
large beast. So this be huge dire
This
wolf.
is now a huge dire wolf.
So yeah, you are now the same size as Fen.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And
This is what I've
beautiful.
wanted for so long.
will leap, pouncing and bite at the displacer beast.
All
And
right.
we'll go tearing to town.
Roll
Where's
me
my
at.
Moogie?
Moogie
Oh,
has
sorry, Moogie's
shifted
gone
around
now.
sails.
Roll me.
Sales accidentally ate Moogie.
Roll me at disadvantage.
Because I think I have pack tactics, so I.
So you would get advantage. So it'd be a straight roll.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
What are the added benefits of being enlarged? I understand, like, we're bigger, but, like, are there...
You added you have add a D4 to your weapons attacks because your weapons increase in size with you, and if you have to make a strength save or strength check, you get advantage on that.
Okay, and does my AC go down or anything? Or?
Nothing else changes.
Okay.
Plus, it's just fun.
Also, I just
Yeah, it's just nice to be seemingly intimidating. Yeah.
So we've just got Pacific Rim in
Seemingly.
the middle of the frickin' forest.
But yeah. What did you roll?
15 is a 15 hit.
15 hits.
All right. I will roll damage, and also if you could roll me a strength save for me.
Yes,
DC.
absolutely.
remember your extra d4.
Thank you.
That would be a 23.
Yeah, do save.
A little bit.
Stay strong,
little
Just
bit.
barely.
Yeah.
Does it strike anyone else's odd that the cat turned into a dog to attack the cat?
Yes. And what? How much damage did you do with that first hit?
That is 8 plus 2, so 10. Thank you, Irde.
Okay. And the purple one no longer has disadvantage until its next turn, I believe.
Good to know.
Yes. Until its next turn. So, unfortunately, as that happens,
Meow meow.
Meow meow. 6 more.
Everyone okay?
20 more.
oh God.
billion.
Can we run the heck away?
No, we got this.
Glib, does a 25 hit you?
25 does just barely hit.
Surprising.
Just barely hits my 17 AC.
That's how we're playing tonight, huh?
That's not nice.
Now it takes 10 points of damage, correct?
It does, yes.
Okay.
If it's melee. Oh,
Yes.
Wait.
Out of the trees jumps a third displacer beast.
Just pretty.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, is it Biddle?
He is slightly smaller than the others. He is just a
not
tiny
actually.
bit, but not very
Aw,
much.
it's a family, and we're gonna kill a family.
Again.
You take 7 points of
Yes,
bludgeoning
exactly.
damage.
That was what I was going to say.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of piercing damage.
I still got that one temporary hit point.
Glib,
Woo!
I'm sorry.
And then it takes 10 points of damage because.
And then that's another 25 to hit.
Okay, alright, cool, that's fine.
Baby's a little bit a hunter than the parents.
It's
And
just
you take-
actually
Your
smaller.
shirt's
It's
not
fully
like 5
grown.
feet to the left. Your shirt's on. I know that.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of piercing damage. And you would actually know that not necessarily is that a youth so much as it is a female.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, female's slightly smaller, however, also better hunter. Kind of like
And
mine.
also, 20 points colder.
And also 20 points older, yeah. But you are correct. And that is the Displacer's turn, which brings us to... let me just put this back in order.
I do love that the first displacer has a 40.
I know, like what?
Why does
Excuse
it,
me.
Why does it do this? Why does it hate me this way? I hate that it does that. But yes, that brings us to Silus.
That makes things easier for me. I see that the displaced beast, what is it, hopped down from a tree or something?
Yes.
Okay, it hops down from the tree and I say, shit, and I take out my little leather loop and I will whip it around in the air and you guys will see a magic equation flash in the air and I will cast Levitate on that displaced beast, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it.
That's fun.
What is the DC?
15.
It fails.
It goes
So-
20 feet straight in the air. It cannot touch anyone.
Is
Then, well. Oh, and it's far enough away from the tallest.
That's
You
true.
just got a face height for Fed.
So it lands on the ground, bites in the glib, and then it just goes and shoots up 20 feet.
Yep, shoots up. It is
Bye.
20 feet in the air.
And it is just there until concentration drops, basically. There's no saving throw.
It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that very much. Aym'Bryn, it is your turn.
Oh, just kind of tracking that from Oh, well, that's convenient. And I'm going to just wipe some of the blood off my face and slide over slightly to my left and just look at the cat there and say, well, you heard the man. And does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
I sure hope so.
And you are attacking the red one, yeah?
Yes, and there is no one within 5 feet of me, so that'll be slightly better. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
Did you add one?
Oh, 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Yay!
Oh, baby.
Magic weapon.
Yes.
Woo! All right. Yep. There you go.
Feel just a little
Very
bit
nice.
shinier.
It's got a sheen to it.
All right.
It's not as nice as yours, but still.
Well, yeah.
And
Is your packed weapon still a small hammer?
No, it's a scimitar again.
Nice.
is that all you were gonna
That's
do?
all I've got. Oh, yeah, that's all I've got.
Fantastic. That brings us to the red displaced beast's turn. And it's got its pick of the litter, really.
I did.
Surrounded by
You did yell at it. However, Fen is really scary. Don't know if you noticed that,
Granted.
but Fen is pretty scary, and also it knows that Purple would give him some fun things, and Orange is currently 20 feet in the air.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Does a 17 hit you, Fen?
Just meets.
Just meets. Got it. So that would be 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of piercing.
So
Is
after
that all
the
one
first-
strike?
Yes.
Then Purple's gonna be really unhappy.
Oh wow. 7 plus
and-
that's 11 points. Going to Purple.
Fen picks a cloud out of the sky.
That
Slaps
is
him across the face.
over 10 damage on a single strike, Keeper. Is that correct?
Yes. 2 different types of damage, but
Okay. Thank you.
problem.
I'm
Although it
also
did not
going to
actually.
I just for you, Keeper. I
Yes.
just rolled.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
I'm also going to use my reaction as this thing attacks Fen and say, "Whoa, buddy," and bring my mace down on him using my new Sentinel feat,
Hell yeah. Fuck him up.
which I messed up my placement with. Otherwise, I could have helped Glib. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, that's okay.
So yeah,
It
go
hurt
ahead
it
and
more than it hurt me.
go ahead and roll.
You did.
However, it is its turn and it has not gotten hit yet, so that is at disadvantage.
I'll give
Am
Alan
I also
13.
flanking though?
Alan, you have a 13 plus your modifier.
There we go. All right, so that's a 18
That hits.
total.
That hits. Don't worry about
Fuck
it.
him
That
up.
hits.
Kick his ass.
I
Just
saw you
Alright,
beat it to
roll the
death
damage on
with
there.
a hammer.
Oh,
yeah,
less
that-
good. 5 damage.
5. Okay. I mean, all damage is good.
That's true.
For
All right. For them. Well, I mean, you know, portents are useful when you're fighting certain beasts.
They're all gone.
And so, Alan, does a 17 hit you?
It does not.
All right. So
Hell yeah.
it didn't like that hit very much, and it tries to flick its tail at you, and misses. It
Nice.
bounces
Catch
off
it on
your
that
armor.
shield.
Yeah.
That fancy fin shield.
Fancy Fen shield. Gotta
Every
love that
shield's a
Fen
fancy Fen
shield.
shield.
And that brings us to Gliblin's turn.
So Glib is going to just make an attack action with his scimitar. I assume we still have flanking because we have a really big guy on the other side. So that's
big
just gonna.
fan.
And it has taken damage, so it doesn't have its displacement currently.
The red one?
The
yes,
red one, yeah.
correct. It does not have displacement currently.
Okay, so that is going to be a non-natural 20 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And that is going to be 5 damage with the scimitar.
Got it.
Fen, how's Fen looking?
20 of 40.
Oh.
So, seeing Fen get that bloody, Glib is going to lock eyes with the purple one and just say, "Come and hit me instead, you dirty cat." And he's going to inadvertently use Compelled Duel, which he picked up with the Fey Touch feat. So,
Very nice. And is that a save?
that is a Wisdom save.
All right, for purple.
Please don't tell
Or
I'm assuming.
red, isn't it?
Is it red or purple?
No, I was doing purple because we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that is a 6.
That ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
This time.
that does not work.
So just so it's a concentration spell up to a minute, which I think means.
Most of combat.
Forever in combat
Oh,
terms.
Yeah.
Armor of
10
Agathis is not a concentration spell. Heck
It's
yeah.
not.
So I was just like, oh man, did I just shoot myself in the foot? But I did not on purpose.
not.
Definitely not on accident. So on a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine Fey demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you. If it succeeds on the saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn. The spell ends if you attack any other creatures, if you cast a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target, if a creature friendly to you damages the target or cast a harmful spell on it, or if you end your turn more than 30 feet away from the target.
Okay.
So no one else can hit that thing.
So if a friendly
All right.
creature does damage to it, the spell
stops.
ends, yes?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so Fen'rahl Aym'Bryn. You have your options of a floating kitty, because you're more than 20 feet in the air. A red
Got
kitty
some
next
damn
to you.
Good reach, yeah.
Yeah, a red kitty next to you, or a purple kitty.
How's red looking?
Red's the one that he compelled duel did, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah,
but
no, purple was.
Oh, never mind.
Come to me, cat.
Red looks to be. Red has taken a couple of lumps.
All right. And is he still displaced?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to swing with both swords. I'm just gonna roll both now then. And that's not great. 13 and 14.
13 is its armor class, so both of those hit.
Oh,
And you now know its armor class.
Hell
Writing
yeah.
that down.
Okay. And I'll just roll damage for both, I guess. I'm also going to burn the fire rune.
Got it. So it needs to make a strength saving throw?
It does need to make a strength saving throw for me. And it's going to take an extra 3 fire damage.
All right.
Did you add enlarge damage?
I haven't yet. I just had the D&D Beyond do the thing
Okay.
for me. And I'm also going to dump my Giant's Might into one of those swings.
Got it. So
I'm
just give me total damage after.
After all of the pluses that
Make
you're
this thing
all the
explode.
shenanigans.
Right?
We can take down the last one like a pinata.
13.
I just feel
19.
badly about this somehow.
I feel so bad about it, but it works.
25.
It does.
25.
Well, I'm gonna start feeling bad about it when we start peppering
and
arrows
then
from
you
the ground.
can add the D4 to both of those attacks if you're attacking
I did.
twice. Okay.
Nice.
And then you already added the 3 fire, right?
I'm adding it now.
Okay.
All right. So.
And then I'm going to burn an action surge.
Okay.
Nice.
Great.
Mess him up.
Because I don't like what he's doing.
I mean, that's fair.
And I only get an extra strike with the action surge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For attack action.
Until next level.
Soon. Just
Natural
wait.
20.
There you go.
Oof.
Mess
Okay.
him up.
Also, remind me what the fire room does.
The fire rune creates shackles that will hold it in place. Let me take this picture real quick, and I will.
It's restrained.
Yes.
So you get to double the attack or the damage dice, and then also the D4 from the enlarge as well.
Yep.
Oh,
And
sweet baby Jesus.
So
I'm
add
going
2d4.
I'm going to assume that a 12 does not beat your strength save DC.
It does not, and this is the
Hell
first time
yeah.
it's passed. It's a 13.
So yeah.
Quick, Silas, cast hideous laughter on him. We're on a hot streak.
I'm so surprised that levitate worked. I swear to God.
Yeah, it says when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. While restrained by the shackles, the target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
That's just
Okay.
nice.
The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the shackles on success.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna put fire shackles on him. So
Casual
That's a lot of
fire
shackles.
Just casual.
I mean, fire shackles are kind of hard to do, but I can do like this thing that'll tell me that it's in
Casual
bondage.
Looks good.
And that's an extra 21 damage.
Hell yeah.
21. Wow.
Might not be in fire shackles very long.
Right.
Yeah. It's a crispy kitty.
Ow.
Now,
Oh, dang.
How is that cat looking?
I'm sorry.
Alan,
John.
you got any recipes for Displaced beast down there?
Not yet, but we can do it.
I don't like eating the Spacer Beast. It always seems to go down the wrong pipe.
yeah, he looks like he's doing some hurting. So
And that's my turn.
that brings us to Alin.
Good turn.
Okay.
Irde.
Oh yeah.
Irde, why does it
It's
hate
what
Because
me?
you
again.
don't love me, it's fine. So
That's not true.
It's fine.
Guilt.
It's okay. It's okay.
Irde.
Quick question. So Red is still alive, yes?
All of them are still alive.
All Red is
Sadly.
still, well, hopefully not for long. So Silas maybe, probably no one else. You maybe see Irde lose focus for just like a hot second, and then she comes back and is like, puts out her hand and casts Chill Touch
Fantastic. On Red?
on Red.
Fantastic. And that is a saving throw. Or
no,
no,
it's
that is
an
an
attack roll. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And I have not cast this for a second. What's what? It's a D8. Okay. Could not remember the damage die. And that is 3 necrotic damage. It has a hand attached to its face now. And cannot right in the face. And cannot regain hit points if it can do that at all. Until
It is now
my next turn.
It is now officially hurt.
Now it's
Now
It's now
officially
hurt.
hurt.
Which
Oh
one?
goodness. The red,
Red,
one.
The red one.
just hit hurt.
The one that Fen just dumped like 30
700
HP into? Jesus.
I'm really glad that one is
Well,
up there.
Me
I thought it was
too.
like 40 or 50.
Well,
Somebody in the chat, do the math.
Yeah, but now it's hurt.
too much. Anyway.
You guys are higher levels now.
Yeah, we're level 4.
You guys are higher levels now.
Still, just because we're not level 1 in a session 0 doesn't mean.
All right, let's do this. Keep it
We're
going.
in it. We're in it.
Let's do
Okay,
this,
let's
let's
go.
do this, let's go.
That brings us to Alin.
We could have moved around.
Okay. I'm gonna just look at Glib and be like, Glib, stay where you are. We need that one to come to us. And then I'm going to cast. All right, quick question for those who know the rules better than I do. Can I hold the attack of a spiritual weapon?
You could just, as part of casting the spell, you make the attack.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
unfortunately not.
Okay. Cool.
Plus, you can't really hold a bonus action, just the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
that's the other
So
thing.
yeah, I wasn't trying to hold the spell. I was curious if the weapon could, but you have to use the bonus action too. So that answers my question. Cool. All right. In that case, I'm going to first clank my mace against the shield and it up in flame with a level 2 searing smite.
Hell yeah. Fuck them up.
Prepping that, and then looking at Red, just say, "Can you hear them calling?" and cast Toll the Dead.
And that is a wisdom save, yes?
Yes.
Yep, Wisdom save of 14.
And let me
But you made your base all cool, and then you're like, by the way, here's a spell.
Here's a bell.
It's a
Thanks
misdirect.
for that too.
So 3 does not pass, I'm assuming.
These
my
guys
God,
are
no.
bombing their saving throws. This is the best session ever.
You're welcome.
Best combat ever.
I did it on purpose, I swear.
Yeah, sure.
My font is too small. We're level 4, right? Not level 5.
We're level 4, yeah.
Four.
All right, cool.
Alright.
All right. Roll my d12. Sorry, I don't usually roll d12, so I have to like actually go find it.
Yeah,
No,
fine one, yeah.
It's not the easiest thing in the world, yeah.
It's gonna roll a bunch of other d10s too. I'm sorry. Where's the d12? Okay, so it's 11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
I just saw the custom roll is a 36. I'm like, Jesus.
And it's 11. D&D Beyond makes it really easy to add dice to your roll. It does not make
Yep.
it easy to take them away.
You know when you're casting a spell, you can just click on the little tag next to the spell.
It
where
will do
says
the
dice.
d8, not the d12.
Oh.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would like it to do.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, had a hunch that might be the case. That's okay. And then I'm waiting for the keeping an eye out for that other one to come in and in my turn.
Yep, okay. And it is...
Was that necrotic damage that it didn't do as much of?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, well, then in that case, it also...
No, the chill touch worked.
Okay, because that's also necrotic.
Yep.
damage.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Smell
These cats are just like,
shenanigans.
bells are fine.
All right. And
They're each wearing
actually, Glib, it takes us to Purple's turn, and Purple runs past Fen and Sails. And
Opportunity?
yeah,
We get to, yep, we each get
you
an
both
attack
get
of
an attack of
opportunity.
opportunity.
If you
Alright.
do that, though, that breaks the thing.
That was great.
So you don't have to take it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
All
Sorry.
right.
It's entirely up to you.
Never mind.
All right. But does attack with,
Yeah, like both Sails and Fen like wind up, and then it's like no.
but it is not at advantage. Does a 12 hit you?
A 12 does not hit me.
Okay, goodness.
So it attempts to attack you, and it strikes out with its tail. And yes, Alin, you can do your sentinel thing.
Yes. All right, cool.
And it also takes 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Oh, only if
From-
it hits me.
Oh, only if it hits
Oh,
you? Okay, got it.
never mind.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack.
It's a 9 on the hit.
9?
Oh, also,
No go.
it only lasts if I have the temporary hit points, which I no longer have. So,
Oh, okay. So you rolled a 9, yes? Unfortunately, that misses, so it gets its second attack. But that's also a 12, so it's like a little shaken at why the heck did all of this just happen. Yeah, you now have him in a different location.
In a different place now.
It's in a different place now.
Morally, emotionally, just in a different.
Well, this
But
one
yeah.
was his fault.
It is now Mugi's turn.
Mugi will fly over to Red, and she will hold her action to give Sailsaba the help action.
Got it.
I mean, everyone has advantage. Hold on. Yeah, Sailsaba would have the advantage already, and I don't want to mess Bryn up with the whole thing, the 5 feet apart thing.
You know, I think it's fine because they're engaged. They're heavily engaged with about 100 other people, so it's fine either way.
Yeah, Mugi's just gonna fly over to Silus and nest on his shoulder. Not a whole lot she can do.
That's fair.
Just a friend now. Just a friend now.
Sails, it is your turn.
Tell me if I can do this. Sails will go around the fin and get in the back of Purple.
You can do that, yes.
Cool. And then in that case, she's gonna.
Oh no.
Oh, I think we got to freeze.
Oh no.
It did the thing.
It did the sad thing.
I'm back.
You're
Yeah,
back.
she's back.
Hey.
She's back.
Hey. You know.
Hey.
everything.
There you are.
So, Sails will around, and she will pounce on Purple and will attempt to grapple.
Fantastic. Go ahead. That is a
Big heckin' dog.
that is athletics.
Yes. So I think you.
That
I
is-
think you can do.
Strength versus athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
So you roll me a strength check.
You get advantage on strength checks.
That's what I thought. That is a 18.
He rolled a 21.
Okay. He's getting out of that.
So
Darn.
he just kind of like forces you off. Actually, that would have also been an advantage, so it would have been or a disadvantage, so it technically would have been a straight roll. But
Gotcha.
what else?
Keep that in
Yes.
mind. And if that's the case, the grapple restrained Sailsaba will just have a stand up of growling, and there's just a lot of growling going on.
All right, got it. That will bring us to Displacer Orange's turn.
He into air.
He is in the air. Sorry, I am taking some notes on things. There is a very big kitty next to him though, so I will give him disadvantage on the check.
Okay.
Disadvantage, but he is gonna try his darndest to hit Sails with his. But a 10 doesn't hit a dire wolf, I'm assuming.
No, it does not.
Playing
he's
with
gonna
those
take-
little tentacles.
Does it try to hit Sails and then just like push itself
Spins
back?
in
because it's-
midair.
Yeah, basically just like one of the tails flick out and it just spins.
Freaking-
And then I'm assuming a 12 does not hit either.
No, it does not.
Yeah, so it like flicks out 2 tentacles at you and just ends up like pushing itself off of you into this sort of like spin where it's just
Spinning
like
in its place.
The dire wolf will dodge, and ow! And if the howl could be taunting, this howl is just saying like, "Come get me,
Yep.
motherfucker."
Which brings us to Silus.
First things first, Displaced Beast goes 20 feet higher. So he's
Oh,
at 40
good.
feet right now.
So it's at 40 feet, which means it's
I can't-
really yeah.
I can't drop it, unfortunately, because it will just float gently down as per the spell. But it is
Don't
40
worry,
feet
we'll
in the air
drop
now.
it for you.
Yeah.
Working on it.
It is 40
It's
feet in the
40
air.
feet in the air. At that point, it's taller than both you and Fen.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Is it taller than Eldritch Blast?
Does
It's not.
Sails
Definitely
get
It's
an
approaching.
attack? If it leaves Sails,
it's forced movement.
Forced movement.
It's forced
Oh,
movement.
you're right.
Get
Sorry,
attack
forced
of
movement.
opportunity.
Yep.
No,
No,
you're
forgot.
good.
But I will point in 4 directions, and 4 glowing orbs will appear at my fingertips, and all slam into red. And I'll do magic missile at 2nd level.
Got it.
Also, Alin, Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
I know.
Nothing is beyond Eldritch Blast, yeah.
Nice.
That's just 10 points of damage. I rolled really bad for that. 10 points of damage to red.
To red? Okay.
Mhm.
You can also
Yeah.
get that invocation that makes it 300 feet, so you're just killing people from just
From
Snipe
forever.
from across the zone.
Like
Skill shot.
snipering forever.
All right.
Oh, and then get skill sniper too, or spell sniper.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, is this thing still up?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Hurt means it's half hit points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am hurt.
Same.
working on it.
Yeah, but
I'd
they
high
just
five you, but you'd probably kill me.
they just they've been real bad ever since they got
Yeah,
you, so it's fine. Aym'Bryn, it is now your turn.
Yes, it's me. I'm gonna spend a moment watching the Displacer Beast spin in the air, and I'm not gonna. I'm lower my eyes, and I'm gonna attack the one in front of me again with my rapier. 16.
16 does hit.
Fabulous. That is 14 damage.
Don't forget to add 1.
14?
Yes, please.
Like Sandra Bullock in Gravity, just.
Just trying really hard not to look
Now,
at
I now realize why Taliesin always does that. They'll like add 1. Don't forget the D4.
Yeah, don't forget a
Really?
D4.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, +1. I wrote it down too, like right it's in front of my face. I'm so sorry.
It's easy to forget it. No.
It's so easy.
Anytime I'm blessed, like I will have to remind myself, like every single time.
Aw, man,
Yeah,
you're
no,
always
it's
blessed.
it's definitely a thing.
And I like
Hashtag
set
blessed.
my sneak attack dice out with my damage dice, like don't forget this, but I have to remember the other thing. Here,
All right.
I'll put a little.
And is that all?
Yes.
Fantastic. That brings us to Displaced Beast R's turn. And
He
he's
takes an additional 8 fire damage.
Yes.
And he has to make a saving throw.
And he has to make a saving throw.
I'd like to imagine that the shackles are just around his little like back tentacles.
You said he takes 8 points of damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And
you
it is
notice,
restrained.
Yes, you notice that it does not seem to this round. It does not seem to do as much damage as you would like it to.
Okay.
And that is does that thing. That is he successfully breaks out, but that would be at the end of the turn, I believe, that he can make that save. So for this turn, he is still grappled, but
No longer.
he 18 plus 4 is math.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah. And he is going to attack Fen, you're the biggest one around.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna attack you. And that is a 21
Yep.
to hit.
Oh god. And that's a disadvantage, right?
Is
Because
it
they're
a,
restrained.
If he's still restrained, it's disadvantage
Oh,
on
okay.
attack rolls.
Then that is a
Higher.
14 in
Nope.
fact. That does not hit. Okay.
Thank you,
And-
Fire Room.
He is going to attack Alin next, and that is a 22.
That hits.
Alright. So that is 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So
Those
6.
are baby numbers, Displacer Beast.
Come on.
Yep, them's is.
Don't encourage.
You say
Grips
Ron.
out.
But yeah, that's what he got. So now it is Glib's turn.
Glib's go. Just a quick point of order. Did anybody actually deal damage to purple? I don't
No,
think
I
Alan
think-
missed.
No, I
Tried, but
missed.
didn't. Yeah.
So, Glib is going to square away against purple, kind of like facing away against red, and just he sort of shifts a little bit, and then 3 other Glibs pop out.
Oh, fun.
And so he uses his action to cast a mirror image. He's
Hell
like,
yes.
yeah, and try to hit the right one this time.
Goodness. Okay. So
love
that
Glib
makes
so
all
much.
attacks against you have disadvantage, correct?
It's a little
It's
more
a
than
special
that.
thing.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
So it is, the way it works is there's 3 illusionary glibs. Each time a creature targets me with an attack during the spell's duration, I roll a d20 to determine whether or not the attack hits me or a duplicate. Right now, with 3 duplicates, I need to roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate. The duplicate's AC is 14, and if attack hits it, then it's destroyed. But then it doesn't do any other damage, and then the difficulty check to switch the attack to duplicates goes up. The creature is unaffected by the spell if it can't see, or if it relies on senses other than sight, such as blind sight, or if it can perceive illusions as false, or as with true sight.
Okay. Got it. Good.
You just Kagebushin no Jutsu'd it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
fair.
there's 4 frosty glibs just taunting this,
And that is the
4
end of your
frosty
turn.
glibs.
Yes.
and that's the end of my turn.
Lovely.
Is that part of the Snowvale carol?
Yes.
4 frosty
Four
glibs.
frosty glibs.
Fen'rahl Aym'Bryn.
Red isn't currently displaced, right?
No.
He's making me real kinds of mad. So I'm gonna hit him with both the swords again, or try.
I believe in you.
Squash him.
That is a 21 and a 13.
Both of those hit.
Every time I see 7, I'm just like, oh god.
They've got a fairly low AC, but they're also pretty hard to hit.
Oh no, wait, no, 7 plus 5. No, that's a 12.
Oh, that one does not hit then. Only one of them hits.
Sorry, I messed up the math.
That's okay. Math is hard.
I'm gonna
Preach.
dump the Giant's Might into it.
Got it. Plus, you've got the D4. Don't forget that.
Yep. And that is a solid 13 damage.
13. Wow.
I do like how mechanically Fen growing to be 20 feet with enlarge and Glib getting to be a medium creature with enlarge would both confer an extra D4's worth of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole system is a little weird, but I love it. I wish it scaled a little bit better.
No,
Would be funny.
it's just
Funny. But yes, it seems to be looking pretty ouch right now. It's getting close to bloodied.
It's
In relation to
pretty ouch
Death's
for
driveway.
Driveway, zip
certainly
code.
on death block.
Okay.
Purple
Cool.
is still looking like he hasn't even really entered the zip code, but red is on death
And orange.
block.
Orange has yet to be hit. Orange is just floating.
Orange took 20
having a
points
good
of damage.
Oh, that's
That's
true. That's
true.
true.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
forgot about that.
I forgot. I can do the thing.
So orange is looking a little bit ouch. But now it is Irde's turn. And look, I got it right this time.
Yay!
Well
Irde
done.
is
You were
going
close.
to look up at orange and try to hit it with a chill touch.
Got it. Go ahead and roll me that.
Be good to me, baby.
At
Like
disadvantage.
fish in a barrel.
Oh, it's at
Yep.
disadvantage. Well,
It is indeed.
13?
13 hits.
Yay!
Yay.
All right then. I'm going. Oh, that's better. That is 6 necrotic damage, and it
6?
has another little greenish hand
I love levitate. It's so
stuck
dumb.
to it.
Can you get that hand to like stop it spinning?
Or
Yes, actually, you know what? Let's go with
No,
let's go with
no,
that.
no.
It's just like it's spinning in place, and it just goes like shunk.
It's
then-
just gently
Yeah, it
kind
just
of-
stops, but all of a sudden, it like in its face is this weird hand, and it's just
The hand could go anywhere. I just like the idea of the hand always just like onto someone's face. That's
no,
just
it's great. I'm real here for it. So yeah,
and that
Like throwing
I
a-
believe is my turn.
It's
love.
like throwing a craft single on a cat's face. Just
Yes.
Alin, it is now your turn.
All right. Oh, I don't want to use that last spell, but all right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep that cacophony of Hell's Bells going
Ding-dong.
On
on red.
red, got it.
It's Wisdom 14.
6 does not work, so go ahead and roll the damage.
I actually found my 5 points of damage. And then yeah, I'll keep up my Searing Smite. I'm just gonna watch and keep an eye on Purple and wait for him to make a move.
Got it.
Not actually holding anything, but
Yeah, and that is Purple's turn. And Purple is going to try to attack Glib.
okay, I will. Oh, it doesn't hit a duplicate.
Oh no! We tried.
And does a 24 hit you?
It does.
Well done.
Got it. So that
I don't
would
like
be...
these guys.
Oh wait,
Uh-oh.
attack. Is it the attack is at disadvantage, right? Or is you rolling what tells me?
So it's not disadvantage for you. What I roll is to determine whether or not it hits me or one of my spectral illusory duplicates.
All right.
Debates.
That's fair. So that is a 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of piercing damage.
You've chosen
And then Alin
wisely.
I'd like to use my Sentinel.
thought you might.
That's a disadvantage this time, right?
Yes, because
Or-
purple has not been
Ooh.
hit.
But am I flanking with big sails?
Yeah, because of the way the map is, I would give you flanking with big sails.
Sweet.
Huge sails.
You're kind of.
That one's a
enough to do.
22.
22, that
Hell yeah.
palpably hits. Purple
Fine.
has
All
got
right.
some damage on him now.
Okay, so that is going to be 1d6 plus 3 plus my Searing Smite. Ugh, the d6 let me down. So that's 4 bludgeoning, and this one hurts more. 2d6 fire.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had.
So another 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, so total that would be 12 points, yes?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And then Purple looks confused because our duel got interrupted.
Purple,
He's already in place.
Purple didn't love that, but he does get a second attack. And because Alin hit him, you don't go for Alin. And that is a... Sorry, I have to do math. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
I just love the thought that this thing is like taking out Glib and Alin. Meanwhile, there's a massive wolf behind it that has most of its body in its jaws.
I mean, you're
That
not
makes it harder
wrong,
to hit.
but like Glib
Yeah.
Glib had its attention, and then Alin took his attention, and now he's
No,
just sitting
completely.
there.
It makes
I agree
sense.
with everything you've done. I'm living
The
in this
visual,
little,
the visual.
this little visual world of mine.
All
So
four
that
glibs
is-
went like this at it.
That is
What was
that
it gonna
is
do with that?
And then it hit the right one.
that is 2 points of piercing damage and 2 points of bludgeoning, 2 points of piercing. So 4 damage
Okay.
total for Alin.
Cool.
Okay.
Which takes us to Moogie's turn.
That's it.
Fair enough.
And
And
that made me feel a lot
Sails,
better.
you get to go now.
Right. Yeah, Sails will go after Purple.
Okay.
With vigor.
And this is not at disadvantage. In fact, this would be advantage
Cool.
Heck yeah.
because
Yeah,
you are
she will take
flanked
that sweet advantage.
and tactics and all that other stuff.
And you took damage.
Also, that's the not 20.
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you
So double the d4 as well.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, ain't it nice?
It's pretty nice, my friend. And
Yeah.
that is gonna be a 24.
24 points of damage.
Correct.
Very nice.
Use your action, sir.
Really well. You know what?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right.
I wasn't gonna, but now that you said.
And as Sailsaba takes the Displacer Beast in her jaws, she will Hulk style go.
Yeah.
She's just
And
mad.
you took it to hurt.
So
Nice.
just like that moment in the Avengers where the Hulk just grabs Loki by the ankle.
Yeah, that's what she was saying, Hulk style.
Oh, I love.
All right. That brings us to
Oh,
Orange's turn, who looks around and goes, and does nothing.
Well, it
Silus.
doesn't look around for long because it goes up 20 more feet, so it's at 60 feet now.
Yes.
If that gets too much higher, I'm not going to be able to hit it.
I can bring it down when it's
All
time.
right, it's fine.
I will yell out to Aym'Bryn. I will say, Aym'Bryn, duck down just a little bit.
okay.
And I will cast Minor Illusion around Aym'Bryn to make a 5-foot tall boulder, completely like encompassing him, so you can't see him within it. So maybe that'll give some kind of advantage slash.
Does that mean
Extra
I also
hidden?
can't see out of it?
What's your
I
spell
don't know.
save? What's your spell save DC?
I
I
failed.
love this so much.
It is a 15.
I don't care if it makes sense. It's so
All right. Yeah. Cool.
I have legit
know.
nothing else I can do.
No,
so-
I love it. Wait,
It's
I'm
the
gonna.
best
I get to
thing.
roll to see if I can recognize the illusion. Yes.
Yeah, it is a investigation check.
What was the DC?
A 15.
Oh no.
oh man, this walks line between ingenious and
Good thing I'm a
igneous.
cosmic.
What did you get?
No, Josh. No.
12.
no. How dare you? How?
So Aym'Bryn is just suddenly entombed in stone for no reason.
I really wish people would stop testing spells on me.
It was great the first time. I was only getting stabbed.
I love this so much. It's so stupid.
And
I think I need to be closer to do that anyway.
red looks really confused. Purple looks slightly less confused. Aym'Bryn, it is now your turn. You are entrenched in stone.
Absolutely still for a second.
Well, physical interaction with the
No, I
image.
know, and then I'll realize, like, I'm going to just, in a moment of shock, I'm going to freeze, and then try to move and realize that I can. Okay.
Yeah. So physical interaction reveals that it's an illusion. So you are inside of it, so you have physical interaction with it. And when you realize the illusion for what it is, it becomes faint and shimmering.
Got
so
it.
you
So
can
now
see,
I can see.
you should be able to see.
So you're not impeded in any way from attacking.
All right. I guess, I want to make full use of this, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. I suppose, do I count as hidden?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I would count you as hidden from red.
Yes.
You
I
are
think
hidden
that
from
if
red.
I step away from him anyway, I'm going to invoke his wrath. So I won't.
No, he can't see you.
That's true.
He can't see you.
But I'm kind of the most useful here, I suppose. Anyway, but I'll from the safety of my what are those things called?
Rocky prison.
Okay, that too.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
know
gonna. I'm a little.
I know what you're talking about. I
Needle
don't
point
know.
rapier will just pop out of the rock toward him. Oh, hey, natural 20.
Oh wow!
There you go.
All
And that's a
right.
sneak attack, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
This is about to be filthy.
This bout to be dirty.
Aym'Bryn already had.
Blew up.
I'm powered up from this rock
Aym'Bryn already had advantage. I don't know what I did that for. It was just something
because
that was
it's fun. Because it's fun.
Because it's fun.
Well, and Aym'Bryn,
that's
other than Glib, is like
13.
the only one small enough to do it. Because it's only 5 feet.
Because we all big.
You're just
Plus 8 is 21.
so just
Now the
Plus
question
1 is 22 damage.
Nice.
And then because I'm hidden so no one can see me, I'm going to sit down.
That's beautiful. And it now officially looks bloody.
Wait.
Christ, these guys are so bulky.
already.
What do you
Holy shit.
consider bloodied, Keeper?
Approximately
in relation to-
10%. Approximately 10% of its hit points. So it's
Oh,
okay,
death's
okay.
Oh, I always do
driveway.
bloodied as half,
As
so I'm
half,
like,
so-
Oh
Okay.
no, I do
over here.
I do hurt is half. Hurt is
Okay.
half, 10% is bloodied.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Real
sit a little
scared
better.
there.
No, sorry.
Better,
That
better.
I use different
I was very
aspects of my
concerned. I
body.
was like, we've been how? What?
That's my inability to communicate that
Aym'Bryn takes a
correctly.
seat.
Oh no,
Yes.
that's fine.
I've been kind of putting on. I've been trying to look very brave and intimidating, but now I'm pretty confident no one can see me. So I'm just going to sink down to the. I'm just going to take a break just for a minute.
For
And
6
that
seconds.
that brings us to Red, who now has a rock next to him. That's really confusing. And he's just like, there's just so many options. And he's gonna do one attack at Fen, and the other attack at Glib. Fen, that is a 8. That doesn't hit you, I'm assuming.
What's the Glib attack, aka to one of-
20. Dirty 20, not natural.
So it swipes at a Glib and it makes contact and then it just goes away.
Good.
So it just goes
Good.
in confusion because what the fork? But yeah,
Illusory rock, illusory glib.
there's just so much magic going on. He's not a happy kitty. He is, however, back to displacing, so any attacks against him will have disadvantage. So yeah, that brings us to Glib's turn.
Alright, Glib's gonna attack and he's just gonna look at the big rock and say, I'm done with this! No mas! That's going to be a
Do you then start rolling the rock?
17.
The 17 does hit, yes. And you're hitting the red one or the purple one?
I'm hitting the red one, yeah.
Got it.
So that's going to be 5 whole damage.
Hey.
Okay. There we go.
Why won't you die?
You die!
I'm trying.
There's just this shell game going on.
Yeah.
And
and
that'll be the end of my turn.
that's the end of your turn. All right, that brings us to Fen.
I really don't like these things.
I'm sorry. I made
No, it's fine.
it. Made it pretty tough.
Very hard to kill.
It's a.
I say we skin them and we use their pelts for something. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna roll with both swords.
Got it.
Displacement.
That is 2 13s.
2 13s. Both of those would hit.
Oh my
You're
god, they were
skating the
eights.
line here. Every attack.
Seriously.
Yeah, because and it's like it's hitting, and then I'm just like, oh god, and then it'll like stop. Like, why are they so low today? All right.
Just take
It's
it
a
home.
D4.
Come on, Fen.
Please kill this thing.
Alright.
One of them.
All right, and dumping Giant's Might into it because I don't think I'm gonna get another chance.
Why is it so laggy?
Oh no.
15, 20, 23 damage.
23 damage. All right. Would you like to give me the flavor of you eviscerating the red one?
Thank you.
I would love to. Fen will cut its back end off
Ooh.
with
Ugh.
one swipe because I'm so damn huge.
You cut off my butt.
And
What?
from the impact as the front half goes up, he's gonna take the head off of it.
Got
Nice.
it. Yep.
Sexy.
And you do.
But like your swords, like the razor's edge on the sword blade has been grown out so much that now that it is like a blunt instrument, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Just like
it
a baseball bat just sends it.
Yeah.
It
And the
just
head pops off and flies.
Yeah.
I'm a
It's real tough. And then that brings us to Irde.
All right.
Can
well,
I, as a free action, can I roar at the purple one to try and intimidate it to run away?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay.
Dude, let's hear that roar.
Let's hear the roar. Come on.
Yep, you can't.
Blow-
You can't.
blow. Sorry, headphones users.
And that's intimidation. I don't
Yes.
think I have any. I don't think I got shit for intimidation. Nope, I don't. So that's a 14.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does not seem. It seems a little skittish towards you. Does not seem super. effective.
Are both of
I
the...
tried.
It's fine.
You're competing with Sails, the huge-sized direwolf right now. This is a little bit hard to be intimidating.
Fair
He's
point.
also huge.
I mean, all of you are.
Are any of them not displaced at this point, or are they both?
Purple has taken damage.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to cast a.
Naranja, however, is fine.
20 damage.
Um,
Well, it's displaced now.
It's floaty float. All right. You know what? I'm going to cast a. All right. So Irde, like, claps her hands, makes a gesture, and another ray of different energy, a little more green than gray this time, as I cast Ray of Sickness on it.
Got it. That is an attack or that is a save.
That is first an attack roll.
Got it.
So it's not at disadvantage, correct?
No, it is not a disadvantage. Come on, baby.
Okay, that's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
All right, and that is 2d8. So that is 8 poison damage, and if it would make a con save for me.
Okay. Let me just get the damage, the calculation out of the way. And you said that was 8 damage?
Yes.
All right, and then it is a
Constitution
Constitution
save.
saving throw. That is a 19
That will save.
plus 3.
That it's
so-
gonna save.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, it doesn't take anything.
No, that's up.
Well, it takes the damage, but it doesn't.
It takes the damage.
Yes.
The 8 damage stays. It's just if it
It's the other
failed
stuff.
to save, there was other stuff, but
Yeah.
it is no longer.
No longer. Sorry. All right. That is Alan's turn.
How is purple looking?
Certainly only hurt, not quite bloodied. So
How are my friends looking?
At least 2 of us are hurt that I know of.
You can't see me. I'm hiding.
yeah,
Silas and our
One of your friends looks like a rock.
Aym'Bryn's
No.
a rock.
Aym'Bryn's gone.
and
That's
Silas
what
and
I'm
I
seeing.
are real good way back there.
Like, I don't remember there being a rock
Yes.
there, but I guess
Yeah. There's a weird looking thing over there, but that's,
I was
I'll
waiting
worry
for
about that later.
Ben to Giants might kick the Displaced beast through the rock and
Into
Aym'Bryn
the
just
stone.
goes falling into a tree.
I'm at above half. I guess I'm not injured yet.
I have yet to be touched.
Okay.
Sales do great.
All right, good.
Well, we'll talk about that later, Silas.
Oh no. In that
You
case,
leave my sweet boy alone.
we'll just keep up the attack. The mace will keep glowing, but a little less volatility with a level 1 Searing Smite. And
Nice.
then I will turn my full attention over to purple and keep the bells of the dead tolling.
all right. That is a natural
Yeah.
1, so
Yay!
yeah, he fails that.
Nice.
That's a
Right on.
2 total.
Now where did the D12 go? There it is. Oh man, it's killing 3. It's 3 damage.
Something.
Once
It's a bad
again,
time. That
it
is-
really doesn't
Slowly,
do
slowly.
nearly as much damage as you would like at all.
Well, we knew that. He
Oh,
did
no.
3 damage.
more than
Yeah,
that.
but like even as much as you think should happen.
Even less
like,
than less.
Yeah, it's less
At
than
that point, it's just insulting.
Yeah.
That's just a
It
joke.
actually gains health.
No.
Bad. Bad.
And that leads us to Purple, who has finally paid attention to the giant kitty next to it.
Real big.
Well, not kitty, giant
Wolfcat.
woof boy. And oh, that is so much math.
Oh, I don't like the sound of
24. Does a 24 hit you?
Yeah, 24 actually hit.
that. Really?
think.
That's just me.
I was gonna hit.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of piercing damage.
Gotcha.
And then 9 does not hit though, does it?
No, it does not.
All right, so the
now I'll attack.
the tentacles flick out at you.
Gets
But-
Sails on her nose. Just.
Yeah, but you see the other one coming and manage to. Alin, you get your attack.
I love Sentinel so much. That is a 13.
13 does hit.
Thank you, D&D Beyond. All right, so roll that one. Then also, oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what it is, but I like the ASMR.
Yeah, it's very
ASMR.
ASMR.
All right, that's 14 points of damage.
Oh, damn.
Oh, holy
Nice.
buckets, yeah.
Bring the hammer down.
14 points of damage.
Sorry, I'm watching your rolls pop up in D&D Beyond there, Tim. Just like,
pretty
oh,
great.
oh!
Mm-hmm.
How?
Oh yeah, it
What?
feels nice.
How? What?
Ouchie.
Well, we should all be connected on the campaign in D&D
Yeah,
Beyond.
it's harder for the DM because they don't have like a character sheet to look at. So they don't get
yeah.
access to them unless they make a character and put it in the game.
I think I can still see it in like the campaign. There's a log in the campaign.
That's true,
but
yeah, there is.
You don't have it open yet.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
roll 20.
Yeah, I have some other things open.
I'm rolling real dice, guys.
Well,
'Cause I
yeah.
like them.
Well, I mean,
They're
I go back and forth.
yeah.
But that
Tim
would
forgot
bring
it.
us to Mugi's turn.
Mugi is going to. She will just go 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. She'll just go over here and she'll make a perception check for anything else in
Oh,
here.
smart.
Go ahead, roll me a perception.
Okie dokie.
Smart moves.
That's what is perception?
Brian ran out of gas, sorry.
I'm still frozen. This is weird. That is a 7 for Mugi. There we go. Now I'm back to full. 7.
She sees an out. No, she doesn't. She doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So she's just gonna make it a flight path, basically.
Yep. Which brings us to Sails.
Sails didn't like that at all, and she will again go for orange because she's
Orange is up in the sky.
Orange is up in the sky. How far up?
60 feet.
60 feet.
So even taller than you.
Purple is at your feet. You can go to that one.
Yeah, I'll go
What do
for
you
that
figure right now is Sales' standing jump, though? Because she
I was
just,
gonna
like,
say-
hit and punt it far away.
If it comes
Well,
to
it's-
that, Sales will try. He will
A
definitely
large
try.
creature is like 12 feet at the shoulder, so a huge creature is another like 7 or 8 feet above that, so 20 feet tall.
Jumping
Actually,
is,
no, enlarge doubles your height.
Yeah.
jumping is
So-
broken in D&D. So
Yeah,
It is broken.
I would.
You could feasibly try it. I would argue.
I'm gonna
that
go
the
for
attack.
purple first.
I just
because I'm a
rolled this-
But
logical
afterwards,
direwolf.
afterwards.
I'm a logical direwolf.
I would say that if you're jumping, attacking a creature that's levitating 60 feet in the air, it would probably be an attack at disadvantage.
Probably.
It'd be a disadvantage anyway because he's displaced. So,
God, he's so dope though.
It would be dope. It would get
but
dope.
yes, that's your information on that. It is
Cool.
entirely up to you.
So yes, Sales will eye Orange up and above and like kind of give it the stink eye. I'll get to later, and then we'll go down to bite around
Purple.
the neck of Purple. Yes,
All right, go ahead and roll me.
yes, ma'am. Is this at advantage or just?
Uh, I would say advantage because of all the things around you.
And it has taken damage.
Because
And it
I'm
has taken
here.
damage. That too.
And I'm here. And I'm here.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
All right. Oh, and could you make a strength save for me while I do this?
Absolutely. That is a natural 20
Really?
for a
Then
24.
Not prone, but you do get 7 points piercing damage.
All right.
Spiteful piercing damage.
The worst kind.
Yep.
It stabs and roll it one.
Spite is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Anything else?
Sailsaba will take a huge bite out of one of the tentacles and will then let go and then just stand there growling really
Got it.
instantly.
Very, very scary. Orange is still swimming in the air.
Yep, sure is. And there they will stay.
Yeah.
It's my turn. Yes. I will not raise it or lower it this turn. But I will. I'll do another magic missile. Send them all at red.
Oh, got it.
Boy up.
Dead.
Oh, I meant purple. The one that we're currently destroying. Yeah, so that's first level magic missile, so it's 3d4. That's a better roll. 7 plus 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 points to purple.
All right. It getting down for sure. Aym'Bryn.
Yes. I'll spend 4 of my 6 seconds catching my breath in the grass, and then I will pop back up to my feet, I suppose, and walk over to... this guy is really high in the air, right? So I could conceivably stand next to Glib across from Sails?
Yes.
Cool, I'll do that.
Watch out for Displacer Beast poop.
Yeah, honestly, maybe it's a terrible idea. I'll walk over there, I'll glance up, and and I'll back up here. I'll kind of stand... can I stand over the fallen one? It's too big?
Yeah. I'll give
Alright,
you
good.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll kind of squeeze in there. Like any of this, and then I'll just swing at the purple one.
Actually, I'm gonna delete that so that we just don't have to deal with it.
That's clutter, yay.
15?
15 does hit.
Wonderful.
And I assume you're going for purple, yes?
Yes, I think so. I don't think I can make that jump. I am confident Sails could make that jump, but a little much for me. I'm assuming he's
thoroughly in
heavily
Sails,
engaged
not so
to be
much in-
around him.
Yes, he
11
is heavily
points of
engaged.
damage. I'll just pop in between...
11 points of damage. Yeah, so
weave
he's
through the
now
glibs
officially-
and...
He is now officially in bloodied. So
Nice.
there's
Nice.
that.
Mess them up.
Red is gone, so that takes us to Glib.
Glib's gonna look at purple and make an attack roll with advantage. Still, I assume with his rapier, a 23 to hit.
Hits.
So he's gonna take his D6 and he's gonna raise it above his head and bring it down with a And it's like doing it with both hands, even though that doesn't really make much of a difference. And he's going to deal 9 regular rapier damage, but tack on 4 extra damage for Fury of the Smoke!
There we go! I just love the thought of it, like, just a half moment later of the other remaining mirror images just,
All right.
So that's going to be 13 damage total.
13?
Nice.
9 plus 4. Because Fury of the Small, you add your level to it.
Yeah, if I
Love
can
figure the
math,
small.
definitely. I'm great at the math thing. Nope, super good. Okay.
Calculators are a DM's best friend.
Yeah, no, I just, 9 plus 4 turned into 14 in my head.
Also, I definitely dipped into my other goblin for that one.
Fen, it is now your turn.
Okay, so now that I've thoroughly dismembered the first one and everybody's going to town on purple, Fen's going to move. Can I reach purple if I stand here?
I would
Given my size.
encourage you to move a little bit closer.
Does Giant's Might give you an extra 5 foot of reach?
Do you mean orange?
Only when when I get to go another size higher, yes.
Oh.
But not until then.
I would say you'd have to stand under orange.
Okay.
Yeah,
Under I'm gonna stand right here under orange then.
that's fine.
And I'm going to swing at purple.
Yep, at advantage.
Just freaking absolutely surrounding this thing. And
Thing with huge.
Both swings at advantage?
Yep.
He's doing the Shaun of the Dead.
First one misses. That's 10. And much better, 22.
That hits.
And then I'm just gonna throw everything I got at it. I'm gonna dump Giant's Might into this one.
Good. Can we all agree to just push this one out of the way when, like, it'll just float continuously?
Yeah, we
How
just
long,
Yeah, just
how long
leave
will
it
that
there.
go?
Well,
10 minutes.
Oh, it'll
Oh,
go
okay.
quite a ways then, right?
16.
16? Would you like to give me that sweet, sweet flavor?
Well, since I missed with the first one, I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna put the heirloom longsword right down his skull.
Fair enough.
Full
And you
front half of its body.
do. You
Sword is this
just,
big.
you just eviscerate this cat, and he. And that brings us to Irde's turn.
So we want to not kill the thing.
We can kill it. I'm just saying, if we just push it away and it flies for 10 minutes, then, I mean, we don't have to deal with it probably if we just move.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That changes things.
It also feels kind of bad just sitting here and
It
taking
does,
pot
it
shots at it.
does.
No, that's very fair.
I mean, I could always use some target practice.
I can't do force
I can't stop
damage.
you.
No, I can't do force damage.
Well, I can lower it down and Sailsaba and Fen could probably
That's
just
also
push
fair.
It.
I was trying to see if transmuted spell could do force damage, but it can't.
Kind of elementally there.
Yeah. If I do necrotic shroud and it hits, can I just make the hand push it?
What the hey? This time I'll let it happen for flavor.
Thank you.
I'll let it happen
has
for
it
flavor.
has it been hit?
Orange is not.
Okay.
Not this
well,
turn.
I'm gonna just then move over to here and and I'll try at disadvantage to hit the orange flying dude. That's cocked. 21.
That hits.
Cool. So so chill touch. Just the hand shoots out, and I mean, I'll do the damage, so it's 6 necrotic damage, but instead of attaching to the Displacer Beast, it just goes like, Funk! Push! And
Pushes
it
it.
starts floating, I guess, in what would be, I guess, on this, say, northeast-ish direction.
Hopefully not the direction that we're going.
Away from where we're going.
I mean, well,
Oh no, we're going northwest.
Yeah.
okay, so we're fine.
And it is now officially in the hurt territory, if that does anything for you.
I just want it to float away.
Send it back
Is
to
it
go
just kind of like raining blood a little bit? It's kind of always gets very macabre.
Alan, it's your turn.
I'm going to just holster my mace. Put my mace on my belt and just hold my right hand and just set it on Aym'Bryn's head. Just kind of and cast Cure Wounds at a level 2 with a head pat, and then
Level 2 head pat, guys.
level 2 head pat, which is going to heal you for. Wow, that was a journey. 15 points of health.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Inside and out, I feel.
Yeah, the digital dice just spun on its point
Yeah,
for like
it does that.
It's weird. And then look at Silus. If that's gonna keep going for a while, we should just move. I don't see a reason to stay here.
I agree.
Away!
So, just to make this easier, does anyone else intend on attacking?
No, all I intend on doing is every turn that it gets to me. So for 10 minutes, this thing is just going to keep on getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher.
It will eventually go.
Yeah.
It will eventually drop,
floats
but it'll
down.
take time and it floats down gently.
Okay.
As per the spell.
Can I try and shoot it with my extra big longbow?
I will give you a shot with
A
your.
ballista bolt. Just
I will give you a shot with your ballista bolt. Yeah. I'll
Oh
give
my
you
God.
one shot with your ballista bolt.
See, the problem is your weapon.
Well,
Your weapon
it's
gets
been
bigger,
hit.
but the ammo doesn't.
A 1.
Oh god.
Oof.
No!
Yeah, so all of a sudden there's just a tree that splits
I got
in
greedy.
half.
Well, there's a new tree. There's an arrow that's in the ground now. It's just a giant wooden tree. Feathers for leaves.
Yeah, with 2 halves of a regular tree around it.
Perfect.
But I will allow you to leave initiative now if you all intend on running away.
I'm gonna
I would like.
No, sorry, go ahead, Silas.
I was going to say, I would like either to ask Fen'rahl, he's large, to morbidly cut a section of one of the fallen displaced beasts, and kind of like not skin it fully, but just like give me 2 quick chops, so it's a little bisected, so I can put a little bit in the bag to study later.
You're so small. What?
Go
You
ahead.
only have a minute on Enlarge Reduce, so.
Yeah.
Fen's gonna really quickly do what Silas asked.
Make me an attack roll.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be pretty. I just want to.
Yeah, that's
Examine
fine. I
it.
just wanna.
It's an 18.
Yeah, just.
Where
chop,
were you?
chop. Very
Where
easy.
were you?
It's real simple, real easy, and you just
Cool.
chop legs and head off of a kitty. You got the middle section.
So brutal. I will. I want like a foot of material basically, and
Yeah.
I will just put that into the bag of holding.
Fair
Like
enough.
a cubic foot.
Yeah.
I will, I guess, turn to. The spell is going to be ending very shortly anyway, but just be like, Fen, Sails, you ready to not? Yep.
Sailsaba will lie down and then place her tail towards any of you, in a
Alright.
suggestive gesture. Any or
I-
all of you that are still small.
I
Glib
think
will Misty Step atop you. If
Yes.
that's the.
you have about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, and then at the end of the countdown, just both Fen and Sails shrink to their.
I mean, but she's still large, and
She's still
Glib
a direwolf.
is still
But if
small.
Glib is on top of her, Glib just like falls like 7 feet.
Sails will try
Giant's
to catch
might.
him.
And
Yeah, Giant's Might would have
impacts.
signed up medium.
Nope, that's fine.
Glib falls 7 feet and impacts Direwolf back and is still somehow on direwolf back as you travel for the rest of the day, seemingly unimpeded, as clouds start to roll in.
Right.
All right.
Also, if anyone needs healing, gather around and we can heal you up. I know you can sleep it off, but figure this will leave less scars.
Fair enough.
Actually, all
That's very
right.
kind of you.
I could use a little bit.
All right, and Silas, did you?
I have not been touched.
And-
Pretty.
I don't know why that's weird to say. Is this something that we need to talk about?
Nope, it's fine.
No.
Yeah, means we're doing our job.
Yeah, and then Sales, did you need help too?
I don't think because if I get damage in wild shape, it doesn't translate.
It doesn't
It
translate.
doesn't carry over,
yeah,
yeah.
so you're
Then
Okay.
I'm fine.
Wild shape is broken,
It's
and I freaking
beautiful.
love it.
It's great.
So Fen heals 7, Glib heals
As is polymorph, actually.
11.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
I would assume during the healing, Irde would like to go up to Silus at some point
Mhm.
and just be like, so we don't need to go at any point soon. I know we have we need to head to Oberbaron fairly quickly. I just had a thought that maybe at some point we should stop by Lidl at some point, maybe. There's a library, there are bookstores.
Oh.
It might be
Excuse me.
useful at some point. It's a couple days out of Sagdal, but so we may not have time right now, but at some point it might be useful to you. It was something I thought about.
I don't see why not. Any particular reason? I'm happy to go anywhere, but
Well, I just that's where I spent my time before meeting up with you and Alin. So
oh,
I don't need to go at any point soon. It's just I know the people who work at the convent. I'm fairly familiar with the town. It might just be interesting for you.
right.
That's all.
I think that would be good if you think so.
Perhaps. Again, no hurry. I know we have more to.
Right, we've got quite a bit on the docket.
Yes, but it was just something I was thinking about.
Right. Well, thank you. I will hand out the rest of the rations for the day.
Thank you.
Of the seafood.
Yay.
And
As we.
at
sorry.
some point during your journey, actually pretty quickly after the Displaced Beast battle, you do stumble back upon the ruins of Ankithir.
All right.
Did we get jumped by the displaced beasts late into the journey? Like, would this be a place that we could shack up for the night, or would it be a place that we would probably go like waste a day here if we shacked up?
The Displacer Beasts were still fairly early on.
Okay.
It would be a little less than a half a day's travel to get to Ankithir from where you
Okay.
stopped, because you only did about a half a day.
So we should probably keep going and then rough it for the night.
Sounds like fun.
Did you want to look at any of this, Silas, with a clearer head?
That might be a good idea. I'll go and I'll take 10 minutes to ritually cast comprehend languages, and I will go over to. I'll just take a quick eye around everything here.
Yeah.
Go back to where those markings were scratched into the stone and stuff like that.
And I will give you either perception or investigation.
I will take investigation for certain,
Chuck.
That's intelligence, baby.
and that is garbage. That is 15.
15. As you're looking around, you don't. The ruins are ruins. There's
Right.
a lot of time and weather and plants that have kind of taken away a lot of what you could see. You see a couple of things that were possibly building names, but past that you don't really get very much other than once again seeing the temple-esque building where the carving of what you now know to be the symbol of the Serpents of Ruin is.
Right.
Is
Okay.
anything different from the last time we were here?
Roll me a perception check.
I might take a look around.
That
ahead.
is not a great roll for and it is a 3. 13.
13.
Not quite so bad.
You can't for sure tell that nothing has really
Right.
happened, but you don't see anything glaringly obvious.
All right.
So wicked 12.
12. Yeah, same thing. You can't really necessarily tell, but it doesn't. There's nothing glaringly obvious that something has happened.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Glib would like to climb the remains of the wall again, just to get a view from above.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Moogie comes and lands on your shoulder.
If you just do that, or if you'd like me to roll something.
Nah, I'll let you just climb.
All right.
Moogie will help you out with perception.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, there's a natural
Bless you.
20.
Ooh,
There
oh,
it
goodness. Was there anything in particular you were looking for?
Like other people were mentioning, like just anything that was different from when we were last here. Also, any disturbed dirt.
As far as you can tell, nothing really seems to have disturbed anything. But give me one sec.
It's full of snakes now.
No, like full of gophers. They're all underground, so the dirt isn't disturbed from the surface. Just
Next to one of the buildings, you see something that looks kind of shiny.
Glib does a somersault off the
Oh,
off
no.
the wall.
Oh, no.
Just lands perfectly next to the shiny thing and takes a look.
Fantastic. As you look
does
at
he
it,
just do that?
it appears to be a fork, kind of just in the middle of the road.
I'm quitting. How could you? I'm so angry, Keeper.
Hey, the
I need a
keeper, go ahead and
drink.
take a point of inspiration, please.
I finally get one
For
of my
murdering
own.
Amanda, not Irde. Amanda.
Yeah, you find it. You find a nice shiny little fork.
Huh, what if this is anything? I'll
Doesn't appear particularly special.
Think
It
you,
just
you
seems to
like
be a fork.
brush your hair with it?
Thingamabobber.
Yeah, something like
What's
that.
it?
I'm afraid it would get lost.
I'd like to take Glib by the wrist and tell him which way to go.
So anyway,
Well,
And
how long do we spend here? Do we spend an hour? Because then I could take a short rest to get my spell slots back.
yeah,
entirely
I could
up to
do with a short rest.
all right. For that
against it.
short rest, that will bring us to our break.
All right.
So,
Excellent.
thank you, everyone. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
See you later.
Woohoo!
That was the creep.
friends, neighbors, country people, hope you had a wonderful break. And let's jump right back into our travels. So, our friends had just taken a short rest, and
Wait,
they
I don't know
were
where the edge of the screen is going to be.
they were continuing on their path forward. So, intrepid adventurers, where would you like to go next? What would you like to do next? You've got a...
I suppose leave the ruins?
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start.
So, y'all have had
finish
your
up
short
the-
rest.
And sorry, keep it. That is, we were this little ping, yes?
We were,
Black Portal was a
yes,
little
that
Yes.
little pig.
As we're leaving, I will minor illusion an explosion behind Aym'Bryn again.
Yes, all right.
I just feel like that's how we should
run
leave
forward and
every-
do like a
yeah.
forward roll
And-
dive.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that.
And I am correct in assuming, and I meant to check this earlier, but it would be a 2-day addition to our journey if we stop by Lidl, yes? Or
it
more?
wouldn't necessarily be a 2-day addition. It'd probably be about a half day because it's like catty corner. It's slightly closer to where you are now.
Uh-huh.
It's not in perfect placement on the thing because I haven't
Could we,
Okay.
used.
if we didn't go to Sagadel and just diverted there, would it be faster?
Well, Sagadel's like literally next to Liasadwin, so
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
Shit.
It's still a day.
No,
because we'd be heading straight up instead of over.
I will give you full disclosure. The reason I asked this was because I think there is a place that we could say that's not the Noble Intentions. So that was actually my primary reasoning for even asking about it in the first place.
I'm down.
That's a good reason.
But unfortunately, we would then still have to stay at the Noble Intentions in Sagadel, so it wouldn't. Anyway, doesn't
Well, no,
matter.
Unless we
would
traveled
skip
at night.
Sagadel.
Unless we
would
traveled at night.
Skip Sagadel altogether, right? Because there's no reason.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it looks like they're pretty close, right?
This is
They are-
this
they
is
are-
Sagadel or this is the other town.
the green
This is-
on the map is
Red is Sagadel.
red is
Oh,
Sagadel,
okay.
and
What
green
is this one?
That is Lidl.
No, this one is
this
the
one
Dole.
down here
This
is
one is-
Higbrod.
Oh, Higbrod.
We're not going there.
I'm not great at maps. I'm sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
It's fine. I just
I'm not ready to
happen
go there
to
yet.
know this
Neither am
particular place.
I mean, I'm okay
I
at
mean,
city
if
maps,
we do,
but
we
the-
can get a boat from there to Liasadwin.
All right, I guess I'm just saying. I guess I'm just
Oh.
telling people this now
Oh.
because we're now talking about it.
No, that's completely
This
understandable.
was, it just changed from Amanda talking about hypothetically, and then it's like, well, now we're all just talking about it. So I guess I brought it up in character.
Heck yeah. All the
So yes,
characters.
hypothetically, if we wanted to, there's a monastery there with a library. There are several bookstores and things like that. If it might be of interest to us, I don't know if the library has anything all that relevant to our goals. It's more on sort of innovation and moving forward, but it might be of interest, and the bookshop's name that I will tell you in a minute because I'm looking up what
Well,
is it.
if
But
it's
is
about
there any-
moving forward, I mean, moving forward starting when? Because if it's moving forward around the time or before the Auntie ruins,
That's true.
That's fair. Like innovation is more their type
Well,
of
also,
thing.
any library that Silas, you haven't been there before, right?
I have not, no.
So, I mean, there's a chance they have some
It's possible, yes.
something or other, right?
It doesn't
and-
seem like
and
it would add that
yes.
much time onto the trip anyway.
We don't exactly have a time limit that I know of yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
well, other than getting to the
uh,
people of Obervaron.
Getting to
but-
Obervaron, and I wouldn't want to put that in any sort of jeopardy. And I know we have business in Liasadwin. We need to.
We were planning on stopping him by Liaison. So to me, it's kind of a sort of a curve, right? Like if you can catch someone in the hours or the next day after they've seen something, they're fairly accurate. But after that, the loss kind of slows. Like they're going to forget a lot of it in the days following. But by the time we get there, another day or so, I don't think is going to matter, particularly for recall.
then
They will
that-
have decided what they remember, right or wrong,
That's
at that
up to
point,
you.
in my experience.
I have spent quite a bit of time in Lidl. If I think
Is there anything
Slowly.
fun there? Because you just mentioned a bunch of boring things.
there, I mean, there is there is a magic shop. There is all sorts of crafting. There's a toy shop and a sweet shop, if that is of interest to you.
Okay.
There are lots of shops and things like that. It's a smallish town, but things happen.
It seemed I don't see it being much of a problem for me. So I leave it to the rest of you.
I'm desperately interested to see where Irde spent some of her time.
Certainly wouldn't mind
Indeed.
seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, the convent where I stayed, it's a fairly spare accommodations, but we're used to this. So I suppose it shouldn't be all that bad. It would be a roof over our heads, and I don't think I left on too bad terms. I think they might.
Expand on that for a moment. Exactly how you...
Too bad.
Yeah,
Also,
when I
we
say
all
things like
have
that,
to
it
be-
usually means a place to be avoided.
I don't think I left on poor terms at all. But I
can't imagine
feel
that you
like I told you before starting this journey I was not in the best place just emotionally, and that was.
So
Would
we're
we
gonna
all
get
have to
there, and they're gonna be
share-
a little scared of you.
I don't think so. I don't think
All right, all
they
right.
have any reason to be afraid of me.
Would we all have to share your old room?
There's only one bed.
No, I mean, would they be able
Yes,
to put us
perfect.
up in more than one room?
I believe that, it may not be the most luxurious of accommodations, but probably a bed for each
Alright,
of us.
I
should
take
we
my
choose it.
breakfast at 9, so we'll figure that out.
Okay.
I minor illusion a crown on Glib.
Uh-huh.
It suits him so well.
I'll talk to Headmaster Asha about that then. All right. So if we want to divert our direction a little bit, it's, and I'll point out on the map, it's just a little bit more to
Is it Is it Headmaster Asha or Arsha?
AASHA. Asha. Yes.
All right.
I sent her all these things. Look at these things that I did.
Yes. So Keeper sent me a whole bunch of names that.
Well done.
Mean things, I swear.
All right. Well,
All right. So we
Onward.
continue our
So
journey.
in
I
that
just wanted
direction,
to.
then.
All right. So we'll go there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assumed that you were doing this while generically
Yes, we've
walking.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were walking and
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
I assume Alin and I are leading the way.
Yes.
The usual marching order, more or less.
Yeah.
right?
Keep the
And
perimeter sales.
Keeping out fairly, keeping an ear out and an eye out for anything.
Mugi is on, like, if Sails is going clockwise on this side, Mugi is going clockwise on this side and just taking full paths around.
Heck yeah. But on the plus side, nothing else really seems to catch your interest or eye. You seem to navigate around any negative situations that would happen in the forest for the day.
Thank goodness. We just fought Displaced.
Yeah. And bring yourselves to a fairly happy rest.
As we sit down, I'm gonna take the hunk of Displacer Beast out, and I'm just gonna take my dagger. And I don't really care how fine. I'm gonna try and do it finely, but I don't really care how finely. I'm gonna try and skin it. Just take the hide off of it with my dagger, and I will offer the meat to Alin and Glib should they want to barbecue.
I'm always happy to barbecue again. Glib, you had a good recipe, yeah? You want?
yeah. The trick with Displacer Beast is you have to actually cut it on the grain as opposed to against the grain.
Oh, interesting. Why would that? That sounds counterintuitive, but that's interesting.
Well, yeah, because if you cut it against the grain, there's a lot of fibers that just get all over the place. It's almost
I
like they're in
understood.
2 places at once. It's just a real mess.
There it is.
You know, that honestly makes so much sense.
Right. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Is Fen's hair still a mess?
Yeah.
Irde will pull out her hairbrush and just be like, did you want to brush your hair?
Absolutely, that would be
So she will
fantastic.
hand
thank
I
you.
don't know if he can reach it all. He may need help here.
Yeah,
though, if you just wanna...
I think that he doesn't
No,
quite know
I-
how to... Did you want to put it up again, Fen? It looked
I,
kind of fetching.
I
I'm
don't
good.
want to make Fen uncomfortable. It's fine.
No,
Are you
not at
uncomfortable?
all. It's
I could
fine.
help.
Isn't that
Brush
just his
nails come
default
out.
state?
So, Irde, do you think you could give me a hand?
if you need help brushing her hair, I can help you.
Just whatever is going to keep those claws away from my head. All right.
I mean,
Where are
you
you?
just
Where are
ask
you? Where are you
Sales.
two situating yourselves?
I have no
What's that?
idea.
Where are you two situating yourselves?
I imagine we're by a campfire since we broke camp, right?
Yeah.
Well, if there's hair going everywhere, you might not want to be too close to the fire,
Yeah,
especially
maybe
when
a
it's
little bit of
cooking.
distance, I think. And Silas, while they're making dinner, I thought we could just make a quick loop and secure the perimeter, don't you think?
I would love this.
Do you need help with that?
No. The three of us are more than enough, I think.
Brandon,
I think
Okay.
the best out of
something up
Silas will
too.
help. Come on, a movie.
Fen just has this look
I've got Sails in one arm and Silas in the other, and I'm just walking. I'm already walking.
Fen's just staring at Bryn in just full panic.
I just
mode,
like so I've got
Fen,
looped my arms, right? But I'm look over my
and-
shoulder at Fen and like.
I mean,
There we go.
once Sails, Silas, and Aym'Bryn are anywhere out of earshot, I will turn to Fen. It's like, well, I think Sails' claws are away from you if you don't need help, but that's up to you.
No, actually, you could do the braid thing again. That was quite pleasant, actually.
Okay.
Sure. Also, the that spell you did today. I mean, I'm used to getting rather tall, but that was quite something.
Thank you. It's a new one.
You know, maybe magic isn't all bad.
No, not all bad.
Anyway, so he's gonna take the hood off and he's gonna kind of try and get the mess tamed a little bit, and he's gonna be staring after Bryn, where he's just like, "What are you doing? Why? Like, you abandoned me."
Irde will brush out Fen's hair very carefully because she's used to dealing with hair quite a bit longer. And then she'll just braid Fen's hair in the usual way, which I guess doesn't actually match Irde's hair right now because Bryn braided mine this morning.
Well, we're gonna switch hairstyles.
Apparently now, but yeah.
I'm gonna do Alan's like Sailsaba's.
Braid, different braid styles. Yeah.
Put some leaves in there.
Unless you want more awkward conversation, that is what's.
Yeah, we're probably going to converse, but it's going to be very awkward
So
for the entirety of the time.
The entirety of it, and Irde's gonna be like, if you're not comfortable, it's fine. You don't.
No,
It's fine.
it's not that I'm not comfortable, really. It's not.
All right.
It's actually quite calming. I'm just I've got a lot on my mind, is all.
That's fair. I think we all do, really.
That does seem to be the case, yes. So.
I'm sorry, random thing popped up on the Zoom chat.
It does seem. I did manage to get in touch with my mentor, and of course I was so excited that he's still alive that I completely forgot to ask where he was living after everything.
Well,
So I'm gonna have to.
He's
What's
alive. He's alive. That's good news.
This is very good news. So.
I guess. Well, if we're heading to Lidl, you are going to meet my mentor as well.
I promise not to make an ass of myself again.
It's all right.
We know you will. It's fine.
Master
Shouts from the
Varen,
fire.
Master Varen is a very patient sort. I wouldn't worry about it.
I will be on my best behavior regardless.
I mean, I'm
That's-
sure he'll appreciate it. I was not always. So,
Well, that's fair. Well, we can't always be on our best behavior.
no, we cannot.
So, and I promise I won't have a drink before we get there.
All right.
Just to make sure.
All right. I'll trust you. I wouldn't bring you all there if I didn't trust you all to be all right. So.
Well,
Oh, bad move, Irde.
I mean, she's not. Remember, she's a charisma caster, y'all.
She's not the smartest tool.
She's not the smartest cookie, so hey, that is how she roll.
I think she's a wonderfully smart cookie.
Yeah.
She's a decently smart cookie. She's not.
Also, look around you, Irde. You're fine.
You're in good
We're all
hands.
kind of. Our group as a collective whole is kind of a chaos monster.
Oh yes, we are.
You have
100%.
one brain cell between you, and Silas
Yes,
holds
his
it
name is Silas.
100%
It's very
of
nice.
the time.
Excuse me, I hold it a good 1%.
That's true. You hold
No.
the
I'll point it
sensible.
around.
We have two brain
Sensible.
cells. Myself and Alin have half, and Irde has one.
That's the other one.
Yep.
You have to kind of rub all three
All,
parts together sometime to get a solid thought.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a 15. Thank you very much.
Do you have a 15 intelligence?
Really?
Damn.
Oh my god.
We got some
You're
smart
actually
cookies.
a smart group. You just don't use your brain.
Which
Yeah, I
is
was
the
going to say, it's
weirdest
not about
thing.
having
Most
intelligence.
of us
It's about
just aren't
using
very
intelligence.
wise.
It's
I'm
mostly
so happy.
barbecue knowledge.
It's all barbecue knowledge. That is fair.
Barbecue all over again.
There's not an associated skill for that. But if
Oh,
there
yeah.
was,
I mean, I will give you proficiency in barbecue 100%.
Barbecue proficiency.
Barbecue proficiency.
Oh, I love
10
that.
out of 10. Yeah.
Alan,
that's
take it off the
hilarious.
fire. We want that indirect heat.
No, you're right. I gotta set it next to the coals. Totally forgot.
When Irde and Fen are done rebraiding his hair, he's just going to like pat her hand, like, thank you.
Of course.
And he's gonna he's easily 3 or 4 shades of drow purple now. The dark
I roll,
drow
and
purple.
I rolled a 7 on insight, so I don't notice it.
So Irde gets nothing.
She's behind, you know?
That's so fitting.
I'm going to turn
Is
to
there
Sales
anything
and
I
be
can,
like, oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, is there anything I can help you with, Irde? You were so kind to.
Not right now. I'm fine, thank you.
No problem. Just feel very nice anytime.
I will, thank you.
And
As
he's-
we're. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm just gonna head over to the campfire to see what Alin and Glib are doing.
Deglaze it, Alan. Deglaze it.
I don't know what that means. You keep saying that.
If Irde is alone at any point, she'll probably pull out the crochet supplies and try to.
That's adorable. Roll me a check.
Yep. Just dexterity, right?
Yep. At some point, it'll be probably sleight of hand,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's a 10. It's slightly better than I think it was last
getting
time.
mad.
Not bad.
It
That's
is-
not bad.
it's still a little naughty and crumbly, but it's something.
I somehow made yarn
Yeah, it
crumbly.
is.
Oof.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about being naughty.
You know what I mean? Just
No, that was last time.
I ended up like trapping Aym'Bryn last time.
I'm difficult to pin down.
and yet Aym'Bryn still managed to just whoop.
Because Aym'Bryn has dexterity.
But
All
yeah,
right, well,
it's not
well,
that. But you see
well,
improvement.
This didn't trap me this time, so that's better. And then I will like put it back before, preferably before people see.
As we are being led away by
Yes.
Aym'Bryn, I will say, Aym'Bryn, all this talk of braiding has reminded me of something. A couple of weeks ago, did you braid my hair?
Yes. Did you mind? I'm sorry. I did
No,
ask a
it-
couple of times. You just were a little preoccupied and there wasn't anything else
I
we could
was in a different place at that point.
do. I
no,
got
it was
that impression.
it was lovely, thank you, and I'm impressed that you
Any time.
managed to do it without me noticing at all. It's
It
worrying.
is something of a hobby skill of mine. Not being
Right.
noticed.
Well, it was pleasant, thank you.
Well,
We're just all
I'm
gonna
happy to
end
do
up
it
with
anytime you
braids
like,
by the
Silas.
end of this.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of this
Probably.
campaign, we're all gonna end up with braided hair. It's gonna be
Probably.
Glib
I'm
gets
moving my way
horrible.
slowly through the.
Yeah, who's that like in the 90s? The guy that just had a bunch of little braids?
yes, yes,
Yep.
yes.
It's gonna be like
Lately, I've been seeing people do 2 small ones and they're making little cat ears. I think we could do that.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Weird.
kinda cute.
that's
At
weird.
least sales.
Pour the beer on it, Alin. Pour beer on it.
Floor.
That
It's
I
too
can
bad that
do.
nobody has,
All
like, a-
right.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
I've
on.
got a couple of
Keep
very
make
good
some of that
ones of
first.
this.
We've got 4 gallons of beer.
Yeah, you can have more. It'll be there.
Just being careful.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Yep. But yeah, you guys have a lovely long rest. If you would.
I'm gonna, as we come back into the, because after a little bit, I'll turn to Sales and just be like, "Do you think it's been long enough?" And we'll circle back to. I think it's been long enough. And we'll circle back to the campfire, and I'll see Fen at the campfire and Irde over there crocheting, and I'm just gonna look at Fen like.
Is this immediately after Fen asks for 4 whole gallons of beer?
Yes.
Probably right at that moment.
Got to be pretty close.
And then
Aym'Bryn
long.
asked that salesman, like, for them to mate, or
I don't know if we're gonna go all the way to it's just like some
How far away are you
pre-mating. We're in the forest.
Okay.
We're both
We're
very
not hearing
sneaky.
this. We are not hearing this. I
No.
need
You
to
are not
read
hearing
away.
this.
on my
No.
mic.
Silas is just looking between Aym'Bryn
I-
and Sailsaba. Just
Don't
as
worry
this
about
is
it,
going on.
Silas.
Yeah. No. 100% voice of God says you don't hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't want
also
to hear
trying
that.
to a point to make sure that Silas doesn't hear us, as I wouldn't want to offend his delicate sensibilities since he's untouched. As he likes to remind
Sure.
us.
Oh my
Give you a point of
god.
inspiration for that. I shouldn't. I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration for that.
Oh, don't start giving me inspiration for those things.
No, inspiration. Take it.
Take it.
That is the
Bryn has
best.
one
Should
point
I-
of inspiration. It's going to be this for the
Should
entire
I
campaign.
roll
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Roll me a perception check, Silas.
Does Moogie help me?
No.
No.
Moogie, as we've
explain the
established,
words
is
to
not
you?
a narc.
Moogie's
That's
not a
true.
narc.
It's the most definitive thing I remember from this.
That's an 8. Okay.
I mean, you guys should probably roll me stealth, but
Okay, that's fair because I do get a little bit excited, And are we helping each other?
and I would say no, not necessarily helping each other, but
Unnatural 20.
Hindering, perhaps.
Anyway,
Oh, gee.
Not a freaking prayer.
I don't think that Sales speaks Thieves' Cant, but Thieves' Cant relies on a kind of intuitive knowledge of what someone is trying to say,
she
and
does
that
have a criminal
kind of.
background. So
Yeah. Oh, then you
I
do.
always-
Oh my God, do you speak Thieves' Cant?
I don't.
I don't
I
think
always
Okay,
rule
but you are a
Thieves'
very
Cant.
intuitive person, so I figure it translates a little bit.
I always rule Thieves' Cant as speaking jive.
it's a little
But
like
it's
I imagine it's similar to like Cockney rhyming mixed with gibberish.
I always picture it as like when you watch The Sopranos or something, and they're sitting in a restaurant and they're like, "Well, they said, but it is what it is, like, oh, but it is what it is it?
Yeah, you gotta go make with the old butter and strife,
It's Cockney rhyming
Well, if-
scheme mixed with gibberish.
It's
If,
all of
if
this.
Silas isn't hearing any of this, Silas will just walk into camp and completely ignore everything and just go and join everyone.
No, I've still got you. You can. No one's interrupting.
right
and
next to
that's
you.
a polar Silas.
Silas got distracted by something.
Oh, Silas wants to go sit down and work on a spell, and he's not being allowed to, and he
in a
can't.
moment, they need a minute.
Enjoy the moment, wizard.
But you're not talking to me. What's going on?
No.
Glib uses his packed weapons as tongs and flips the meat over in the background.
Yes.
This is the greatest camp ever.
Do
Fen
I
literally
also-
pulls out a pair of tongs and is,
Never mind.
Mine are nicer.
on
They
my
really are.
base.
They're beautiful.
These were a gift.
Aym'Bryn is on Silas's the side that his book is, so he can't grab his spell book to get to
yes,
Misty Step,
that
so he
was
can't use it.
Yeah, I've actually, if I see you trying to cast, which I do know what that looks like, I am going to hold your hand. I'm going to thread my fingers to yours so that you cannot do your somatic components.
well,
You'll feel a furry arm go around your neck in a very camaraderie, but also very firm grip.
So it starts out with me between the two of
Clamps
you, but then
around
it ends
Silas's
up with us
mouth. He
around
starts
Silas.
to speak the magic word for Misty Step and just.
Assault!
is just like,
Alin,
what-
we need assault!
All right, I'm on it.
So
Silas is
Keeper,
restrained.
can I
Gonna be grappled
I
in a
fart
second if you don't
there?
behave
It's
yourself.
Oh no.
Can Irde try to find some nice herbs for tea?
Go ahead. Roll me. I would.
We've damaged the keeper.
Yeah, herbalism. I can't breathe.
What is the skill for that? Because I do have proficiency, but what is it?
So I would say it would be like a survival-based type.
Okay,
thing.
so wisdom.
So wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom plus proficiency.
Not a good roll. It's an 11.
11.
Yeah.
You don't find like you wish that they were better, but you do find a couple of things that you think could be kind of nice in tea. Not so perfect, but
Is she
I'm
looking
being
at the
really
herbs or her
generous right
party
now
mates?
because I'm dying a little bit. But like,
No, that's fair. That's fair. I understand my tea flowers are never going to win sales, and Aym'Bryn restraining him so he doesn't end up walking through an unknown date between me and Fen. I get that.
but I mean, I'll give you like a little bit of mint or something a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Alin, it's time to butter her up.
Do we have butter?
I don't think I can. I don't know
The
how to
alchemy jug
respond.
not do butter?
It does, but now you just called it a her, and now it feels weird, right? Like, I mean, I feel like we shouldn't identify the food.
All right, butter it up, I guess.
Yeah, all right, that I can do.
I think that Displaced Beast was a male one, right? The female one
That
was
was
the
a
one that we
male one,
floated
yes.
I mean, I don't want to
Yeah,
assume though.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
sent
That's
the
true. We didn't
female
really
one
have that
away.
conversation. They didn't want to have a conversation with us.
We tried though.
We really do.
I tried to get back to camp to do that, but I guess not. I guess I'm being restrained.
Just for a bit, and then we'll circle back.
I love this. I'm so sorry.
Oh goodness.
This is the best camp.
Irde doesn't even know
I-
what's happening.
Which is the best part.
As far as Fen is aware, only one person is aware of his crush.
Fen
Yeah,
doesn't
sounds
have a very
familiar.
high passive insight, does he?
No, he does
Today.
not.
I've got a passive insight of 16. Passive.
Alin knows.
Aym'Bryn knows, Alin knows, Sales knows. I'm not sure about Silus and Glib.
11 for me.
I don't know.
Although Fen is pretty easy to read.
Yeah, he's not subtle.
I think it depends on,
point.
on things that you are actively looking for.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's
My
entirely
passive-
up to you guys whether or
everything's very
not you
low,
like it.
Nah, I don't know.
But like, Aym'Bryn 110% is shipper on set, so like
That's true.
Someone has to.
SOS absolutely no. Like the one I would almost say that she has an expertise specifically in finding romance. He has
that-
Could we?
Is that
Could we?
laser
I'm
or is
going
that
to write
Aym'Bryn?
that down, and when I get
Both.
reliable talent, I'm going
Both.
to use the heck out of
Yeah.
it.
Both of them just expertise in finding
All right,
that
well,
little spark.
She has
All
a
right.
proficiency for ships.
Yes. Specifically the
This is
romantic
different than
kind,
Alan's
though, not
proficiency.
Not water
ships.
vehicles, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
we
yeah.
do
water
have a-
vehicles, just
There's,
ships.
I already have a plan for that, though.
oh.
Oof.
It will be a thing
Oh no,
one day.
I'm terrified. This is fine. But
Are you
yeah,
planning on building us a boat?
You don't
Putting
know.
it, I'm adding a plant to
You don't know. That was wow.
All right, we're almost done. We're gonna hit
All
it with the direct heat a little bit just to
Should
finish the
I?
sear.
I'm going to go find Aym'Bryn and Silas and Sales because dinner's almost ready and I don't know where they are. So
Oh no, we circled back eventually because I made a face at Ben.
okay, so you guys made it back.
Yes,
All right.
just
Then
in
never
time
mind.
for
we're
food.
all right.
And you all sit
Silence.
down,
Silas
So-
sits far away from everyone.
and you all sit down for a lovely meal of Displacer Beast.
When the meal is served, Irde will go to Silas and ask if he'll join.
I'm fine here for now. I'll be back later.
Okay. Well, if you need something, let me know.
Right.
I assume you're gonna take about an hour for that.
Sure.
I'm gonna take 2 if I can.
Yeah, I'll let you take 2. And that takes you to the end of step 1. believe.
No, I've got 5 more hours.
Oh,
This is the second level spell.
yeah. Okay.
That's a long bathroom break, man.
I'm like literally just like 10 feet away from you guys.
Yeah, just flipping through pages and
Just
kind
far
of
enough.
nibbling on.
Just far enough to make a point.
And once again, I will sort of keep an eye on Aym'Bryn to sort of see his general emotional state.
Me now.
Fantastic. But yeah, you guys eventually will settle in for watches and rests.
Well, before we get there, happy birthday, everybody!
No,
Oh yes,
yeah.
we were going to have a party.
Happy birthday!
I will come over and join everybody when the party begins.
I will brew a fresh pot of tea because I
Oh,
can't
wonderful.
bake.
Excellent.
I don't think Irde bakes all that much.
In hindsight, maybe we should have waited till we hit a town. But,
You know.
Well, how old are we all?
I turned 24 about 6 months ago.
I just turned 35 a few months ago myself.
I'm getting kind of up there. I'm 15. Oh, my back.
Glib's an old fogey.
Yeah.
He took the world on his shoulders.
Well, I believe I'm 27. I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Do you want this to be your 27th birthday, or do you want it to be your 28th birthday?
Think carefully.
Well, we went by my adoption day after I was taken from the orphanage, so that was about 3 months ago. So 27 is comfortable for me.
All right.
That seems
So anyway, how's the barbecue?
Sailsaba, Alin,
Sailsaba,
Irde.
Alin, and I said.
Sorry, Aym'Bryn. Sorry.
Oh, 76. I'll be 77 in a couple of months.
Wow.
I'm way more okay saying this now. I'm 40.
That's
Thank you,
nothing.
Aym'Bryn. I appreciate that. I was feeling a
Wow,
little
if you were a
self-conscious.
goblin, you'd be dead.
Yeah, for more reasons than one, I think.
Sailsaba, do you know?
Maybe not, actually.
Do your people count the seasons in that way?
Who?
Yes, you.
Yes. Well, it's funny you ask. I have also survived 27 winters.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Keeper, I just messaged you a question on Discord, so you know.
Oh, that's, yeah, I'm on
Um,
Do Not Disturb, so.
As we
Sorry,
are
that's amazing.
around the campfire, I will cast Minor Illusion on the campfire so that little sparks come out of it, like little fireworks. And it says "Happy Birthday" that just revolves around as a static image in the campfire.
Cute.
We used to do things like this on Snowvale in the university. Little shows, little illusion things. They would fly us around and cast all sorts of spells on us. It was quite fun, actually.
Sounds lovely.
For our
Can I
winter
go?
holidays, we would perform feats.
Did you ever partake in such feats?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, one or two. A lot of them were feats of strength, which is kind of a weird thing for for folks. So, in hindsight, a lot of it wasn't actually that impressive.
I
But
feel
there
like
was-
there's been continual talk about feats of strength within this group too, but that's a whole
Yes,
other thing.
we-
Sorry,
we
keep
should do
going.
some feats of
No,
strength.
hold on, Glib. I
No.
want to hear more about your story first.
Yes.
Oh, we also did, there was pranks, feats of ingenuity, they were called, to cover up the fact that they were just pranks.
I feel like you'd be very good at those.
Yeah, a little here, a little there.
Keeper, is there a stone around here? Like a wide flat stone?
Roll me an investigation check.
10.
Unfortunately, you can't find one that fits your specifications. There are a couple
Is there
of
a
rocks
wide flat,
that-
like, piece of
Log.
log or something like
yeah,
that?
there's a lot.
Can I use mold earth to just like push it up about 3 feet up in the air so it's like a little table?
Yeah.
All right, I do that and I say, Fen, Irde, Alin, I believe you all have a arm wrestling contest to
feats
take
of
care
strength!
of on this lovely birthday of all of ours.
You're damn right we do.
Okay. I feel okay.
Oh, God.
Or
Okay. Who's squaring off first?
Fen'll sit down and just put his arm up.
Irde, you want to take the first bout?
If you wish, yes. All right.
All right. I would like
Just straight strength.
strength checks, please. Actually, I will let you roll athletics.
Well, then Fen will probably beat me.
Unless he's too shooken up about it.
That's
Fen rolling at
true.
disadvantage?
Actually, I mean, I will. If Irde roll me a persuasion check. Or just a general just roll me a
roll
general charisma check.
I'm not trying to do anything.
Oh, you don't have to try
don't have
You
to.
don't have to.
This is essentially seeing how much of a quote unquote useless lesbian Fen is without being a lesbian.
Well, that's a modified 20.
Well,
Fen?
Wow, that's really going over the top.
Fen, how you feeling? I will not impose any disadvantages unless Fen feels.
Oh no,
that
that I'm sure that would give me a disadvantage.
fair enough. Yeah.
I
The
mean,
lighting is just perfect.
Oh yeah. It's like golden hour. When just
Okay,
sitting
well,
down
the
for
good
dinner.
news is that was probably my good roll, so you're probably going to do better then. All right, so athletics, you said?
Yep.
14.
I'm sorry?
14.
15.
So it's a really even match for a really long amount of time, but just at the right moment, the fire kind of flares a little, sending a streak through like Irde's hair and over her silver, and Fen just kind of gets hit for a second, and Irde just manages to get him far enough that his hand goes down.
I'm
Alan,
impressed.
Whoa, feet of strength!
Alan, did you...
Prestidigitation shoots sparks everywhere. As
Yeah,
Irde
Fen
wins.
gets up and he offers a seat to Alan.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
And Glib will give Fen a customary loser of a feat of strength beer.
As is tradition.
Silas will go up to Sailsaba and say, I know horses don't have arms, but I believe one is in order if you have that in you today.
yes, you have it in you.
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I want it.
Oh.
I would
all
like
right.
to see who the victor.
That
Yes,
is
do.
fair, and Alan's not rolling at disadvantage for this one.
Nope.
Unless he is, I don't know.
No, athletics for...
Well, I was a tiny bit considering attempting a feat of ingenuity while they were.
What would you like to do, my dear?
I was trying to decide. I knew what I was going to do to Fen, but I don't know if it was going to work on Alan.
Well, we'll try.
Okay, so first I'm going to, just because I rolled very badly, is he distracted enough that I have disadvantage trying to roll stealth? Or disadvantage, rather.
I would say
It
you're
doesn't matter. I'll
assisted
do
by...
it myself.
I would say you're assisted by everyone, so sure. Because he is kind of focusing on Irde.
Okay, 18.
Okay.
So I'm just going to sneak up behind Alan while he's, and as they begin their match, I'm just going to like, he's got his high ponytail, right? So I'm just going to blow on the back of his neck.
And Alan, would you suggest that might distract you enough to get disadvantage, or
Why is everyone trying to help me? You don't need to.
Not enough to get disadvantage. I think I could distract for a moment, but
all
You got your
right?
head in the game.
Fair enough.
Alan's ready. All right. So
Go ahead.
athletics.
I
he
don't feel
wants to
quite
take
hidden
on
enough
this
to escalate
horse.
from there.
Athletics, yeah.
That's
There's
fair.
the next step to this.
I'm going to apologize right
I'm
now.
stealthing, I'm not invisible.
I am 100% benevolent until I have the opportunity to be a troll, and then I'm a
This
troll.
is the dumbest thing. Anyway.
Oh no!
Oh,
Tim, come back!
no.
Is
What
he
did
gonna
you-
make like a entrance?
I rolled really bad.
Well, it's I don't know if you rolled this bad.
I saw what he rolled.
I did
Oh,
not. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, I got a natural 2 plus 5 for 7. So the blowing on the back of the neck apparently did something.
So apparently.
You're like in this, you're ready, you go, and you're just like, I got this, I'm gonna horse, and then all of a sudden there's like a wind on the back of your neck, and you're like, "Mwah!" and you just,
Yo,
boom.
Well, that's way better than most of our feats of ingenuity. A lot of them were stab based.
I was in position, but I thought, that's kind of rude. Like, on the one hand, I do owe him one, but
It's
on the
my
other hand,
least
it's not
favorite
quite the
part of
right
the
What do you mean you
holiday.
owe him one?
that is true. You do still. Oh, right.
I cast prestidigitation on the campfire and have it just shower sparks everywhere in a big loud. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. My apologies. I was working on something and it got away from me a little bit.
Are you all right?
You know how I'm fine. Yes. And patting out the fire on my robe.
Hold on. I'm making making an insight check
Then,
to see if
Silas, I would like a deception check, but I will give you advantage. Sorry, I will give you advantage because everyone is
so
kind
I
of assisting.
just straight insight
Everyone's
for
in
me.
on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone is basically
Everyone's in on it,
assisting
even though Fen and
Silas.
Sales also don't know.
16?
That's an 11.
What are you talking
No.
about? What happened?
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, just like yo somebody a good old stabbing.
I've never heard that in my life.
Specifically if you stabbed them first. Or
Yeah,
got
yeah,
them
yeah,
stabbed.
it was more like
When
that.
who stabbed who first? What?
Well,
Wow.
back home, the pranks were very stab-based.
Well, yes, I understand that, but then why would Aym'Bryn Alin
Well,
stab me? I
Alin
don't.
and Glib may have played a small prank on me the other night.
That involves stabbing you?
just a little bit.
Hang on, Aym'Bryn, you're making it worse.
She's caught us out. I can't lie to her.
No,
What?
yeah, well, it wasn't a prank. Yeah, all right, so you remember that thing I did in the cave where I could take part of the wounds for Aym'Bryn. I needed to test that, and so I needed somebody to get stabbed. And we were really careful not to wake you
It
up. 'cause
didn't
I
make
did
any
agree.
sense
I
when it
agreed to
happened.
it.
I don't
knew
know
you were
why they
going
did
to-
it.
No,
I-
I knew you were
the
going
only-
to give me
Silas
this look, so
did
I
try to
just
stop
didn't
us.
wanna-
Excuse
I
me,
did.
am I the only person who didn't know about this?
You
Ben's
stabbed
gonna-
my top assistant?
Fenn's just gonna keep pouring
They
beer.
asked me to.
It's fine. It's fine. Yes. The
I
totally,
mean, I
totally
healed him
consensual
afterward.
stabbing.
It was,
Also, it was a very
he
bad
said it was
stab.
okay, yeah.
It was quite all right.
Fails will sniff Bryn all over.
I'm all right.
I didn't. Yeah.
This was a fully informed, consenting thing that happened.
Unfortunately, yes.
Full consenting, yes. 100%.
I'm rolling another insight check because that. And I'm just gonna apparently yeet my
Oh,
die.
is that me? Am I trying to?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I will also give you advantage because technically Silas is helping him.
Oh,
Poor Irde.
good. It's
But-
all bad. It's
What-
like a 9.
Mine. I rolled an
no.
18.
Oh, yeah. So,
was, though.
Informed, no consenting, yes. Promise.
Irde's just gonna go very quiet and look at Silas for a second, and then.
I will take out my gum Arabic and I will go invisible.
Just
so you look at Silas, and when in like a millisecond, he just
Blink and you miss it.
I'm gonna go and I'm sure I sense whatever it is giving off, but I'm gonna sit as close as very much that kind of like I can't feel better until you forgive me vibe, and I'm gonna just be as close to Irde as she seems to want to let me, and I'm just going to sit very
Sailsaba,
quietly.
I believe you need to be a horse.
Oh shit!
oh no.
Oh no.
I was
Just
not
for the
actually
record,
thinking
I
of a
used
horse.
all of my healing spells on you guys.
Wait, what's gonna happen? It's
Are
here.
we continuing the feats?
I believe so. If you wanted to be anything else, or if you want to be yourself, I don't care.
Are we gonna introduce a feat of disappointment?
It's already been done.
Oh, no, this is not
already
disappointment,
achieved.
friends. This is not disappointment.
For the honor of the top assistant, and whoosh, turns into a big brown bear.
Oh, this is terrifying. All right,
Oh.
I don't.
You're legit gonna
I
arm
am
wrestle
now
a bear.
arm wrestling a bear. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Athletics.
Glib, it's all you impose disadvantage on
Athletics
the bear.
Athletics.
No, I'm not getting close to her right now.
Yeah, no, that's not a smart choice. All right, athletics.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's try this.
Oh, Alan, here's your
You're
consolation
definitely
beer.
better than.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I need
not
that
a
right now.
really great roll. That is a 14.
Plus 4. Ooh, actually not that great. 7.
She just beat a bear in an arm wrestling contest.
For whatever
We're all
reason,
dead. He is going to
he is the rave.
Okay, hang on. May I flavor this as apparently the
100%.
arm wrestling champion,
Please.
the arm wrestling champion of this stupid D&D party. I just imagine after being very upset from what she hears, Irde just like sits down and like stares across the table that Silus made, sees the bear is not even phased, and then just takes like all of the angry energy she is feeling and just goes like.
While this is happening, I would like to go and try and be as sneaky as I can, and I would like to quietly, and I think that oh no, it'll break it if I cast a spell. I will place 30 gold pieces in Fen's bag. I will place 14 gold pieces in Aym'Bryn's bag, 25 in Sails's bag, and 10 in Irde's bag.
Fantastic. Roll me stealth at advantage.
Okie doke. This is gonna be so bad.
Because that is how...
8. It's a nat 1 and a nat 6.
Oh.
My vision is just Irde.
I would say, like, Irde is very upset. I don't know if she is exactly angry, if you are picking up on that. She's not necessarily angry, but she's very upset.
It's worse, Irde. It's worse.
Like,
not
not
mad, I'm
disappointed.
disappointed.
Not
I
disappointed.
know.
Not disappointed. Just
Irde,
doesn't
I'd like to make an insight check on you, and I need to be very specific. I'm trying to figure out if you're mad because of what happened or because we didn't tell you.
Oh.
And while this is happening,
ahead
Sails,
and
here's
roll.
your bear beard.
I guess roll your insight first.
I rolled a 14, same question.
Just
I will say that with all of that going on, even the 8 is enough because they're super distracted.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
I
Fen,
mean,
you
they
get
are
30 gold.
super distracted.
Aym'Bryn, you get 14. Sailsaba, you get 25, and Irde, you get 10.
I want to get you back for this, but I feel like I already don't know how much money I have, so there's no way I'm ever going to know.
Yeah.
Right.
But go ahead and continue, Alin, Fen, and Irde. I just wanted to get that in
It's
real
a
quick.
nat 1 for a 7.
Oh, good. Would you like to roll, or do you want to just set a DC?
I guess, well, what do you think the role would be? I'm not...
Maybe an
I
opposed-
would put it as persuasion for the fact that it's not necessarily trying to, like, convince them of something, but just, like, the truth,
Convey?
I guess. Yeah, it's conveying, I would
Okay.
say.
Well, I'll roll persuasion then.
Yeah.
Because
Because it's not like you're trying to hide the
It's
truth.
bad. It's an 11.
Still be the 7.
So, Alin
Yeah.
doesn't know,
So
but
Alin
Fen
don't know.
does.
I guess then Fen with the 14. Just very upset at the way the situation played out. And honestly, the fact that no one told her, it was probably like stoking the sort of fire, but just, yeah.
Fair enough.
But just the situation itself was very upsetting to her.
After Bearzaba steps away, Silus appears at the other side of the table and looks at Irde. Just,
Fine.
Yes! Sorry. That was hypersonic, I think. But
Let's see.
yeah.
Can we get another animation at some point of like Silas taking his robe off and revealing his 8-pack?
It just gets real anime.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
This
So
is a JoJo.
I'm rolling athletics.
Yes.
What'd you get, Silas?
4.
21.
Get launched across the
Rose Silas.
Oh,
She
if
just
this was
wrestles
live
a
action,
bear,
there'd be
Silas.
Silas like mannequin, like a floppy one that just gets thrown into a forest.
Silas is prepared, and then all of a sudden Irde is just like, sit down, wizard boy.
I've never done that before. My shoulder hurts a little bit, actually.
Glib, what
Irde-
about you?
What?
I mean, not arm wrestling necessarily, but are you going to perform a feat for us?
Well, I mean, I made 3 other me's and we fought a thing earlier.
I mean,
thought
that was really
good
impressive.
enough.
That's more than good enough.
No, I mean, I could try my hand at this strength-based one. Crack, 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 ow, ow, ow. Okay.
All right.
Seems like everybody's getting in on it.
Just watch. This is the roll I completely mess up.
I want it.
But if anyone was the one you had to fail, I'd rather it was against
I
Glib.
know.
That's a
I'd want it to be
15.
good. Oh,
Oh.
that's a 22.
Irde,
Glib-
champion of the world.
Glib does a
Need to get
really
her a
good
belt.
job.
Bring
A
it
really
down.
good job. However, Irde's just a little bit better.
Irde's strongest there is.
Yes,
that
yeah,
leverage.
confirm.
All right. Well, I
And-
guess that means I get a beard.
And somewhere in the back of Aym'Bryn's mind, her brain just goes, I could probably get a belt for this at Madame Tealwing's.
You read my very mind.
Glib will feel a big bear snout next to him as the little tongue is lapping at his beard as well. Like,
Fenn's gonna pour Bryn a beer. Hand it over.
Oh, thank you.
And then he's going to take his drink and he's going to sit back down at the table. You alright?
Me?
No.
Fair enough.
Who?
I don't like the idea of experimentation with, and this is not just to Fen, this is just being said to everyone.
Right, but Fenn's just very intently.
No, and that's fine, but I'm
yeah.
just making it clear that this is for everyone. The idea that you are doing something to someone and not knowing what the result might be, not telling them what might happen, that is not... That is something that I take very seriously.
I think that's very
I understand you.
understandable.
I understand you need to make certain that a spell works. There's no harm in letting someone know what might happen. There is no harm in letting someone know what dangers they might be partaking in.
So, I know. You're right. The only defense I can offer is in the situation, perhaps it wasn't properly explained. I knew exactly what was going to happen to Bryn.
But Bryn didn't.
Well, I told him he was going to get stabbed. What I didn't know is what was going to happen to me.
Is that supposed to be better?
Well, yeah,
Is it supposed to be all right to put your own life on the line?
I can fix that.
And if it went terribly wrong and somehow you weren't able to, it's... And then Bryn has it on his conscience that he allowed something to happen that he did not understand.
Yeah, all right. All right, that's fair. I mean, it's just a little step. I mean, it could have gone wrong, you know.
Alan.
I don't think you're helping Alan. Fourth instinct, Alan. Fourth instinct.
What does that mean?
Don't always go with the first thing that comes to mind. Get a little farther down. It's actually a mantra I've been using since the library.
Do you guys have more things?
Typically, well, I mean,
I'll
there's
deal with that
decent soul
later.
searching.
We'll just deal with that for later then.
That's fair enough.
If I may. If something goes horribly wrong. If I can't fix it,
I'm never going to put any of you in that risk. I may take some of that on myself. Now, it is calculated, right? Like, I didn't... I mean, a little stabbing was not going to make me lose anything, but I mean, look around. We can't know. We're not informed.
I know, but I'm not traveling with the rest of the world.
Oh, but the rest of the world's traveling with us. Look at that cave. Look at those people. I mean, we don't know what we're getting into, and the only way to find out is to test it. And if that means figuring out how badly it's going to hurt me when Bryn gets stabbed.
And then you can tell Bryn.
I told Bryn he was going to get stabbed.
But you didn't explain what would happen to you, what would be taken on for you. I don't want us to have secrets from each other. When it concerns the rest of us,
But I
think,
thought he said he didn't know.
If I had known, I would have told him. And I did. I did tell them that I didn't know.
And I did accept that. But all of that being said, Irde, I am sorry. I wasn't thinking about my own well-being, and I didn't know that I had to worry for Alan's at the time. So in all seriousness, I will
you clearly didn't
think about it.
Well, you didn't think it was worth telling me, so apparently it was nothing.
Well, I didn't want to upset you. After the fact,
That doesn't make me feel better.
I know.
That.
And I am sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to take a moment. And then Irde's just gonna, I guess, walk to her, like, where she is set up, like, her bedroll or whatever, and just, like, sit and kind of pull out her papers and go over them.
I am actually going to follow because I'm an idiot.
You're right.
And I'm going to pull my flask out as I go, and I'm going to step up and just kind of take a knee. Are you sitting?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a knee and say, this is a weird time, and I know it doesn't help. I fucked up. We should have done this in a more steady way. Should have been a little wiser about it. We weren't. But if you need a minute, maybe a drink will help. And I'm gonna set my
Alin,
flask down. And this is for you.
Actually. You keep taking on everything. You take on the Aym'Bryn's damage, you are the only person, really, who can heal us. For the most part, Sails can do her small part. I can do very little. I want you to know I feel everything. So when you take on pain from someone else, I can't help but take on your pain too, and it is just compounded. You cannot take on everyone's pain by yourself.
I think maybe I've done you a disservice. Yeah, I can take on part of it. But I mean, look at what happened today. I didn't.
I guess just allow us to take it on as well.
Well, and yeah, that's something that's been made clear to me, the necessity. Because that... someone said to me that trust has to go both ways. And the truth of it is, and like I said, I saw this today, I saw how Fen and Bryn both got real gnarly. And Glib, standing up to 3 displacer beasts. Granted, one of them was flying, but he stood up to 3 displacer beasts.
That was a harder one to step up to, but yeah, we got there.
Yeah, it was a little out of your reach, bud, but you did a good job. But I'm not the one taking out a lot of it. I may make a show of it when I do, but I'm kind of just here to pick up the pieces. So I don't want you to think you have to do that.
You don't... The reason I am the way I am, the reason my wings are the way they are, is because my parents did an experiment with a bargaining chip that I didn't know was being played. I can take pain as long as I know it is happening. And I go into a fight and expect the pain to happen.
Yeah.
I can handle that. I can handle when we go into a cave of cultists, because even if it is a harder situation than we are prepared for, I understand that we are walking into danger. And if we are talking about anything, and I care immensely about every single person in this group, I am afraid of the pain of the people who are closest to me taking something, even unknowingly, that I am not prepared to give up. I hope you understand that.
I'm going to sit down, if that's okay. And sit them like shoulder to shoulder. And, I know what that feels like. I don't know what you've been through. But I know what that feels like, and I don't want to wish that upon anyone else, so I'm sorry.
And remember, that goes both ways.
Yeah, I know.
Deed of forgiveness! Woo!
Pop open that flask. I'm gonna take a swig and then hand it to you.
Irde will take a swig.
Okay, cool. That is infused with cherry blossoms. Has a briny taste up front and then tastes like strawberries and almonds. Found them in the spa. It's for you and Aym'Bryn to share. Thank you for that whole thing.
It's Aym'Bryn's idea.
You helped.
I like to think so.
You always do. Help, not want to think so. You know, I'm just gonna shut up now.
I mean, this does bring up a pretty good point, but you guys got to remember, every step we take out here is a step towards danger. I know a lot of you aren't used to that, but that's just how it is.
But I know that we're walking into the dangers of the forest. I know that. Even if I don't know exactly what those dangers are going to be.
Yeah, and just, I mean, we need to know, and so sometimes it's going to take some testing. Alin asked us if we trusted him, and we did. I do. I still do. Magic is chaotic. Magic is insane. Magic doesn't make a whole lot of sense a lot of times. You kind of have to figure these things
Trust
out.
me. I know that.
Me too. Talk to Silus. Silus knows it better than a lot of us. He knows the workings of it. Things are going to get a little weird, and we just got to get ready for it. And I know that there are a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, but this is chaos. We're out of things. Like, this is it.
Yeah. You are right. I mean, you're both right. Because Irde does have a point. You know, we don't need to be welcoming danger that maybe we don't tell everyone in the party about. But you are right. It's always present.
Of course.
I mean, look at what we just walked into today.
Oof.
It's always present. I just...
Meow, more like.
The danger is always present. I just don't understand why we would add to it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even if you wanted to test it, explain at least the purpose of it, what you think is going to happen. Even if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, fine, but...
We're all out here doing what we think is best. Nobody here is bad intentions. Everybody just does what they think is going to help. You've made what you think is the right way to do things clear, and we understand, we respect that. So that'll be different moving forward, I'm sure, but Alin didn't have any malicious intention. I know I didn't. I'm pretty sure Bryn didn't. Because she was getting stabbed. It's really hard to be malicious about that.
Sailsaba, who has been a bear this entire time, when the conversation got serious, she did sort of sit down in like a sitting position, so kind of like teddy bear style, to show her seriousness. But now she will morph back into humanoid Sailsaba, and will walk over to Irde and pat her head and say, "It sounds like you are more upset that this happened, and also that it was not told to you. Is that correct?"
Partially. I like to think that I'm a trustworthy enough person that you can inform me of things as well.
Well, we just bluntly, I didn't want you to be disappointed in us. Which I know that's a weird thing to say. I don't know you that well, but kind of really care what you think about us.
Yes, well enough, I think.
You seem to have a good judge of character. Your opinion kind of matters, so just figured it was.
And if you explained your good intentions, do you think I would have not understood them?
No, I think you would.
Then you could have told me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
How long ago did this happen?
2
Before the
weeks
cave.
ago.
Days, right?
How long has it been?
Yeah, just between
About 5
2
days.
It's about 5 days. Yeah.
5 days?
A lot has happened since then.
Yeah.
We were a much looser pack. We are
That is
much
true.
tighter now. And it makes sense to me that experiments were done and things not told. I do not see any blame in that. But we are a tighter pack now, and we can trust each other. That trust means that we can do experiments because we trust that we are not the rest of the world. We are pack members. But it also means that as pack members, we must communicate. We must tell people what is going on. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh, good, because there's this spell I've been really dying to try.
All right, go
Let's
ahead.
try it on me.
And what is the spell?
Fireball.
Specifically without asking the dimensions of the room.
How close are the trees and how dry are they?
It's spring, right? Not too dry.
Fire! Did you want to try a spell? What?
No, it just felt like the right time to say that.
It did.
It was a good time to say.
Alan, roll me a religion check.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Not 20
Oh shoot.
for a total of 20.
Still good.
Next to your foot, you notice a kind of glow almost. At least you think it's a glow.
Is Alan still sitting next to me?
Except Alan.
But yeah. Like in the dirt, or I'll lean over to look closer.
Do I see it?
Fantastic.
Do I see it as well, or just Alan?
Just Alan. Do you try to pick it up or touch it?
Oh yeah, no. If it looks like there's something there, I'll try to pick it up.
You pick up a tiny bead of adamantine.
Huh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Huh. All right. Fascinating. And I'll kind of clutch it tight in my fist and then pocket it. Think more about that later.
Anyway, this is a party. Come on.
Yeah, let's get drunk. We got 4 gallons of beer left. Wait, Glib,
You
how
know
much
what?
beer did you drink?
Oh, not a whole lot. But feats
know
of
what?
drinking was definitely one of them, and we have finer quality.
Maybe 2.
I will continue to drink.
Yeah, there you go.
I would like constitution checks from all of the people intending to get.
I am
Many with
actually
the
I'm
alcohols.
holding what Fen handed me, but I'm not actually going to drink it. I'm just holding it in both my hands and
That
my
is
lap.
a 12.
That's fine. 12. What did you get, Fen?
14.
14,
17.
17, and 6. What?
Oh, Alin.
6? Okay. Alin is
Yep.
smashed within minutes.
Good boy.
Irde, it takes
Fine.
you a little longer, but you certainly get there. Glib, you are fine. Fen,
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you
are
fine.
You won't find Goblin. You won't find
Oh
Goblin.
heck yeah. And Fen, you get a little buzzed, but nothing too dangerous.
Okay, but Irde does get drunk.
Irde does get drunk. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Irde's, no offense, but Irde's DC is a little higher, or
No,
a
that's
little lower
fair.
than
That's
the
totally
other
fair.
3.
Totally fair.
The vaguely alcoholic members of the
The
party.
more experienced part of
That's
it.
fair.
More experience. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Go.
there should be a prize.
Glib won the drinking contest. What is?
No, for the the feats of
Oh
strength.
yeah, the arm wrestling.
And I think I have just the perfect thing. And he goes and roots through his backpack, and he brings a necklace that has a bear tooth on it.
That's perfect.
That's so cute.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't like rip that out of Sailus' mouth, right?
No, this was from back when I lived in the cave and we were constantly being attacked by bears.
Oh,
Is this
yeah,
something
yeah,
that
alright.
is?
Sorry.
Is this? All right, hold on. Is this something you won yourself?
Yeah,
Well, then I don't want to take your prize. It's your prize.
but now it's a surprise.
You have to take it up for that.
I will take it. What did you win this for?
So I won it for doing the most consecutive backflips in feats of agility.
Demonstrate.
Yes, please.
If you
Okay.
don't mind.
That's right.
Acrobatics check.
As he's doing it, I want to cast levitate on him, so he just goes in the middle of the air.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Acrobatics is a dirty 20.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good.
that's
So he
real
just
good.
he just is just spinning in midair.
Yeah,
now at this
he's just spinning in midair for a good long minute,
I choose
Just-
to fail the Constitution save.
which is allowed.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh,
Just for the
no.
DM's reference, Sailsaba, after having her brief taste of the beer, will abstain to keep a weather eye out while the rest are
Yeah,
getting
you're
a
the
little
drunk-
bit shit
You're the
faced.
drunk.
Good plan.
And for I
Ben
have
only allows himself to
the-
get mildly buzzed.
of course, Bryn wouldn't call it this, but consider it the effects of the frightened condition. I cannot approach Irde the rest of the
Irde
evening.
actually does approach you.
Okay, I won't move away, but I can't bring
Just
myself
like-
to approach you.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Bryn.
Yeah, basically.
So drunk Irde, I guess, approaches you.
Oh, drunk Irde.
Irde's drunk now, so. You should take care of yourself.
I realize that somewhat belatedly, and I really am. This is going to sound very young of me, and it's not a problem that is unique to myself, I think, but I'm not. I haven't been in good practice taking care of myself. Being careful of myself would be a better phrasing, and it is in part because, of course, my parents were for me, I'm sure, but
Your brother?
well, suffice to say that I haven't had. I've been very selfish, and I have not been thinking about how what happens to me affects other people. even though I have admonished others among us for the same, and I realize that's hypocritical of me, and I realize, as Sales so astutely pointed out, we are much closer now, and I realize what I've done, and I am sorry, and I hope that you can forgive me.
Irde, in sort of her not quite sober brain, is just going to put her hands on like both sides of Bryn's face.
All right.
And I know you. I cannot imagine how close you were. And I'm so sorry. But you are always helpful and worth just as much alone without him. To us, you're very much worth a lot.
I'm gonna cover Irde's hands with mine for a second, and then I'm gonna lean forward, and if she doesn't object, I'm gonna kiss her on the cheek, and
You may do that.
Yeah, and just step back, and I will try to remember that. Thank you. And I'm sorry, and it won't happen again. It will inevitably happen again. I will be sorry when it happens again. I'll do my best.
I lost someone too. Not so close, but
It feels that way though, Irde, when you talk about it. I felt that all the way back when we were walking together in I don't even remember the town now. And in the moment, and I knew somehow I felt like we had lost the same thing.
I worry about losing all of you. I don't know what it would do. I was not good before, and I don't know if I'd be good now. So take care of yourself.
But we'll all endeavor to do a little bit better job taking care of ourselves. Under your very welcome guidance.
I'm not much of a guide, but
I was just imagining
no, that
Irde
happened
taking
in
the
real time.
untouched
100
jug or a mug of beer from Bryn's hands and just emptying
that
it.
probably happened, yes. Probably
I'm
100%.
so continually impressed by you, Irde. I just cannot put it into words.
No. You don't need to be.
That being said, do you need a hand getting back to somewhere you can sit down?
If you would like.
It would be my pleasure.
Were you guys cordoned off for this whole conversation?
That is entirely up to Irde.
Where were you sitting?
Wherever she.
I went up to. I went up
Aym'Bryn.
to Bryn, wherever Bryn was. So if Bryn was
Probably around. I wasn't avoiding anything except I wasn't approaching, but I was kind of orbiting you.
I don't think Irde had quite the state of mind to like. We're going to have a private conversation.
No, I don't imagine so. Irde staggers over like, let me tell you something.
So Drunk Irde just like sits in front of wherever Bryn was. So, yeah.
Would it be safe to say that I heard some of that?
Who are you asking?
Either both.
Keeper, do you have a?
How good is Drunk Irde modulating?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Irde's shouting her half the conversation.
I mean,
Yeah.
You fully yelled your brother at Aym'Bryn, so I feel like
My
I
hair blew back a little bit.
I don't think was it that loud. I feel like I tried to be not like shouty, but like not also keeping my voice low. You know.
Because Silas would just be ever since the tone shifted, Silas would be just sitting on like a fallen log or something like that within the center of the party, just kind of listening.
Let's settle it this way. Silas, roll me a perception check. Irde, roll me a stealth check. Not at disadvantage. It's going to be a straight roll because you're getting Aym'Bryn's help.
Okay.
8.
I am modulating my volume, but not
You got an
dramatically.
8. Well, I got
Yeah.
an 8 on die, so that's a 10.
Cool.
So you hear something going on. You hear like bits and pieces. You hear snips of words, but there's assumably Glib and Alin and Fen and probably also Sails are so loud that it kind of drowns out the conversation a little.
Alan, what are you drinking?
I don't even know at this point. It's just like, I know it's alcohol.
It's mayonnaise.
Yeah, I
Well-
imagine that it wasn't necessarily
Oh,
trying to be
no.
quiet. She would just, like, trying to be loud or quiet. She was just kind of talking.
I will say that Sailsaba, even if she were to be distracted, she might keep an eye on the both of them. And she does hear everything you said because she has the observant feet, so she can read your mouth, your lips. So she knows what you're talking about. She knows better than to interrupt, but she knows.
Then you know everything.
Silas will have Mugi take off, and she will fly just at the edge of 100 feet, and he will bamf into her eyes and just fly for a little bit, just around.
Sounds good. With all
Sailsaba
of
will
this
go over to next to Silas and just sit next to him.
Fantastic.
And he
Alan-
can feel your presence, but he can't see or hear you.
To refrain from pranks.
Glib's gonna
Are
prestidigitate
you
your drink
sure?
because I assume you were drinking rum, and now it tastes like whiskey. Got him!
What is this? This isn't right. Oh,
It's of
well.
ingenuity.
And with all the revelry, you start to bed down for your long rest, making up who's going to go on what watch, but we will do that next week. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Next week, guys. Bye.
And that brings us to the end of our episode. Thank you all for joining us. Don't forget the Q&A on March 9th. Also, if you'd like to continue with us on our adventure, we've got the follow button down below, our Heroes Hall Discord, where fans can interact with us, and of course our Twitter page, our YouTube page, and everything else. We also have Ko-fi if you would consider supporting the show. We love giving you extra things that we can do when we get a little bit of currency behind the show. And generally we really appreciate all of you being here. So share, like, whatever you want to do, but thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.